listeners and readers of AwardsWatch.com. This is AwardsWatch Podcast, episode 355. I'm your executive editor, Ryan McQuade, and joining me today is our editor-in-chief, Erik Anderson.
Hello, everyone.
Josh Parham.
Hello, hello.
And Karen Peterson.
Hello.
And we're back in the time machine today with another Oscar retrospective over the films of 2006. You guys remember that year? Where were you guys at? Erik, where were you at in 2006?
Like geographically, emotionally?
Whichever one you prefer. Where were you spiritually?
My spiritual journey is mine and mine alone, Ryan. I do
Where
not
was
share
Madonna
that.
in 2006?
Well, this was right after, obviously, the release of Confessions on a Dance Floor.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the world tour. So that's probably where I was at.
Okay. All right. Well, where were you at movie-wise? Were you seeing a lot of these films? Were you on message boards? Were you...
I mean, yeah, 2006. Yeah, because this was a good long time before AwardsWatch. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Karen, I got my faves for this year too. My goodness.
Oh boy.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to see what you're going to be fighting for today. Karen, where were you at in 2006?
I had actually just moved back to California. I went to college at a state university in Utah, and then I got a promotion at the company I was working at after I graduated. So I stayed there for a little bit longer. And by 2006, I was just like, I don't want to live here anymore. I'm going home. So I came back to California, and I was working at a temp job. And so I just had a lot of time on my hands, and I definitely saw a lot of movies that year.
I was going to ask you, what did you think of 2006 as a film year? What do you think about it?
I think there are some very high highs, and then a lot of eh.
A lot of eh. All right. Okay. Josh, same question. Where were you at? What were you doing 2006? Who was Josh Parham?
I was a sophomore in high school in 2006, but still very much into the movies. And I have talked about this being a period where I had just discovered the Oscars and award season. So this was like the height of my hyper fixation with them. And this year in particular, just with the Oscars, I really can't recall a season this chaotic before, or really since. I feel like we usually get one front runner and then maybe we switch to another one, but it seemed like there were 3 or 4 movies that all were in the number one position, and it was very exciting. And especially for me being kind of early at it, that's the thing I think about with this year is just how insane it kind of was to land on one eventual winner that honestly kind of happened by default. It seems like they just said, okay, I guess we'll give it to The Departed. But that whole journey was very, very fun to witness.
Yeah, what do you guys think about this being 20 years later, and this being the one that Scorsese got over the top for, The Departed? You know, after this chaotic season, like you mentioned, Josh, like Babel was in the race, and then Little Miss Sunshine was the little indie darling that had everybody's heartstrings. Like, Erik, what do you think?
Dreamgirls was the front runner until it wasn't
missed
in the lineup.
Exactly. So, Erik, what do you think about The Departed, its legacy as a winner, and it surviving through this wild season?
He was very lucky that it was such a fractured year, because that's how he won. And that's not really against him or the movie so much, although it is one of the things I rewatched this week, after not having seen a good deal of these films for quite a long time. And it's good,
Yeah,
but it's also so lockstep with Goodfellas, Casino, and that vibe that it's like it was a reminder to voters, like, remember, you did not give him this before. So, and I don't say that to imply that that's how he would have made it or intention or anything like that. But when you then become a voter and you're looking at everything, it's impossible, I think, to not watch that film and go, oh, that's right, I really loved Goodfellas. I really loved everything that Scorsese's done. How did we get here without him winning? And then you had, Dreamgirls, this musical, and Little Miss Sunshine, which is cute but slight, and then Babel, which
Babel.
is it too international for us right now, or how do we
depressing,
do that?
Like
all the things. It's like, does Kate Blanchett pissing in a bucket really do it for me right now?
No, they were actually waiting just for Frances McDormand to shit in the bucket about 14 years later.
She was too early on the trend.
Exactly. Ahead of her time, as they say.
Yeah.
It was also like, I think beyond just Dreamgirls, I mean, Pan's Labyrinth 2 was another film that had done extremely well, and then it missed a bunch of places too. And I don't know. I like The Departed a lot. I think it's a very fun film. As a Best Picture winner, it's like, okay. Like, that's the one that Martin Scorsese won everything for. It's like, all right, okay. But he's had stronger films before, and he's definitely had stronger films after. I definitely think that there's also like a massive rewatchability to The Departed still, but it was a big hit. And that was the other thing. It's like he had made a very big commercial film with these movie stars, and it kind of felt like you were saying, Erik, it kind of weirdly felt like the safe choice, but but that's a weird thing to say about that movie. Karen, what do you think?
It's especially strange because since then he's had such a huge scope of failure with the Oscars. So it just has sort
films.
It just has that feeling. Then the legacy becomes very tarnished, I think, once it already was. The win was in the moment.
Yeah.
Because it was one of those like inevitable things, and getting those directors out there, it did, which I loathed. But then you look at after that, 20 years since then, what that legacy has been, and I don't know.
Well, Karen, Erik kind of hinted at it that his best friends for like 30, 40 years, who all had either giant success or Oscar success, were all up there to hand him that award. And he was very close, I think, with The Aviator, and in the documentary Mr. Scorsese that came out last year, he thought that was going to be the year that he won it, and it didn't happen. And then, of course, then it happens for The Departed. Karen, what do you think about those wins and the legacy of Scorsese just in general with the Oscars? So it's a very complicated one in that, like, in his prime, he wasn't really ever considered, worthy of an Oscar win. He finally wins one here. And then, like you said, Karen, he's had he's had even worse blunders, where his films have gone over and haven't even won anything. And they're better films, but they're, than even The Departed. So what do you think about all that?
Well, and I think, we have this conversation from time to time about those sort of legacy wins, and if somebody won for this movie, would they have won for that movie? And I kind of do think that if he had not won for The Departed, eventually he would have won for The Irishman or Killing of the Sacred Moon. Possibly
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Sorry, oh my gosh! Wow,
you caused killing of a sacred deer, and
gosh, I did.
Honestly, would love to see him make that movie.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, people at home listening can't see that my cat was just walking all over me, and I was distracted. I apologize.
How dare he?
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, like he might have eventually won for one of those films. I do think that one of the traps that we can fall into when it comes to talking about The Departed is that we are comparing it to films like Goodfellas and Casino and Taxi Driver. And no, it's not as good as those, but it is still a really good film. It's well paced. The performances are great. I do think that there are some things that are, not as strong. It's not like it's a perfect film at all, but I do think that on its own, it's a deserving win. I don't disparage the win at all. Would I have picked something else? Maybe. If there was somebody else nominated in that lineup, would I have voted for them? I don't know. We'll see. But
that's what we're here to do today.
Right, but I am not upset that this is what he won his Oscar for. I think it's perfectly fine and legitimate. I do think that something else that's worth noting as we go into talking about 2006 is that this is 5 years after 9/11, and that was still very much on everyone's minds, and we were in the middle of, Afghanistan and Iraq, and those. So what people viewing movies, the way that Oscar voters were looking at movies, I think is really reflected in sort of the general mood of where we were at that time. So I just wanted to point that out too.
Well, also, I think one of the definitive 9/11 post 9/11 films is United 93, and that's a film that comes out this year. I think Hollywood was trying to tap into that sentimentality and already into this with political thrillers and historical dramas, and I think Paul Greengrass kind of thread the needle there with this film, and it's still a very heartbreaking film. Still, I rewatched it this past week, and I still think it's some of his best work that he's ever done, and I also think he's just trying to recreate that throughout his career ever since.
Might call it the peak of his career.
Yeah. Well, I think like this and the Bourne Ultimatum really are like his. I love cooler on that movie. I know, Josh. I
get motion sickness when I watch his Bourne films.
I love those movies. They're so good. Maybe it's just, I don't know. We'll talk about that in another year, I guess.
Next
year. Yeah, next year. Josh, we always talk about below the line stuff. I'll get to you first here. Is there a below the line category that you want to highlight, a group of nominees or just a specific winner in general?
Well, I think I have to talk about original song once again because we're in a year where there's a missing Bond theme, and which is unfortunate because I don't think we need three Dreamgirl songs here. Two of them are all right, but
they did like a Dreamgirls melody with all three, I think, and Beyonce sang all of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and like Randy Newman with that snooze fest of that car song that I really don't like. And I mean, I Need to Wake Up, I kind of have a little bit of a fondness for it because it's like so unbelievably like mid 2000s activist corny. It really places you in a moment in time. But I have to say, all of them pale in comparison to
You Know My Name.
You Know My Name, yeah, from Casino Royale, which is my favorite Bond theme of all time.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's the number one for me. I love that song. I think Chris Cornell taking a real like rock star approach to the theme that we hadn't really had in a while, I just thought was a brilliant way to reinvigorate that series. And I love that song. I wish it was nominated because it should have won. But that's the thing I think about all the time with the original song lineup this year.
It's good stuff. I love that song, Josh. I love Casino Royale. I'm sure we're going to be talking about that a bunch today.
It will be mentioned a couple times.
It will be mentioned a couple times. Karen, is there a below the line category that you want to highlight or look at here?
Well,
Artisans category. Sorry, yeah, I know Karen hates when I say below the line, so artisans category. You. Sorry, Karen.
Thank you. I know it's the common term. It's just it feels dismissive to me, but I really wanted to highlight the triple wins for Pan's Labyrinth in Best Art Direction, Cinematography, and Makeup. I think that all three of those categories are fine categories, but really looking at that is such an artistic film, and especially that art direction, the way that world, both the actual world of living in the Spanish Civil War, but then also this sort of fantasy labyrinth world. It's really just incredible work. And then also the makeup work on that is just so incredible and really, really helps serve and build this world that Del Toro is giving us. And so I love those two wins in I think good categories. There's a couple in the art direction that I probably would swap out, but overall I think that it's a good lineup of films.
Love it. Erik, is there a category you want to mention?
Oh yes, there is.
I think I know what it is.
Oh yes, there is. And it won't be the last time that this movie gets mentioned today.
Here we go.
But I want to talk about the best music original score category.
Yeah, I knew this was coming up today.
That Babel win for Gustavo Santaolalla, who had just won the year prior for Brokeback, which is a great win. But having back-to-back wins is pretty uncommon. The last person to do it was Alan Menken.
Might be happening this year. In our current year.
I don't want to talk about that yet.
That siren song now, baby.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about that. So let's look at who we have in this category, because we had Thomas Newman, who at the time I think was still about like at a dozen nominations. No win for The Good German. Alexander Desplat for the Queen, which is such a kind of surprisingly upbeat
for what that movie's about.
For what the movie is. I mean, especially during the Diana sequence, is just kind of like do, 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 do. We are going through the tunnel and she is dead. And it's like, what is going on here?
From the
very, very strange.
Yes.
And then Javier Navarrete, Pan's Labyrinth. I mean, everything in this film on a technical level is so extraordinary. Then you have an all-timer like Philip Glass's score, Notes on a Scandal. And what are we doing here? How and why did this not win? Period. Drives me crazy. Notes on a Scandal should have 17 Oscars.
Well,
am I showing my hand a little too early? Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, are we showing an alliance a little too early?
No. Here we go.
I have many, so we'll see.
I already got the message earlier about this movie, so
yeah.
I know where the chips are falling.
Yes. I want to highlight a winner in the best visual effects category, which for Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. I have to say that the visual effects for Davy Jones, one, still hold up to this day, and hold up better than the majority of films that are released in a modern year. It is incredible the detail that they did with that, the motion capturing with all that. It's the highest grossing film of the year, which is crazy. But that specifically still is some of the best work in the modern era in terms of visual effects, and for the Oscars to reward that is great. All the other categories you guys mentioned, I'm going to point this out there. The Lives of Others is a great film, and it beating Pan's Labyrinth is a totally fine win with me. I am not like one of those people that like think that like it is this massive travesty that Pan's Labyrinth didn't win that. I think they're both great films, and Del Toro got his own down the road, and it's totally fine. No, I love The Lives of Others. I think it's a great film.
No, it is a great film.
So good.
But Ryan, what about And From Canada Water?
From
Canada Water about that.
They sell that at my store down the road, Josh. Didn't you know that they sell it in Canada? It's dry, baby. Canada Dry. Okay. We are going to do the top 8 categories for our game here. If you have never listened to one of these before, I will explain that we have 2 eliminations in the screenplay categories, the acting categories, and the directing categories if we want. We have up to 3 in Best Picture because this is a year of 5. We don't have to replace them, but we do have them. Once we replace anything, once we take something out, we can replace it. And then once we have that, then we rule on a new, or maybe we keep the winner. We've done that a bunch this year. We also still have the bomb category or the bomb pick itself, where we can wipe out an entire category, the Oppenheimer, as it has been labeled. And so we have used one already this year. We have instituted another one, just like in the film, there's 2. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to be using it today, but maybe,
No.
but maybe somebody wants to, put up a case. I don't know if there's going to be a case for that today.
There's one category I could make a case for it, but I don't think we will be using it.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
I would-
There's not a
I don't
single
know.
category where
I don't know
it.
what category that would be, Josh.
There's one where
He's
wouldn't
talking
use
about
it
best
just because-
actress, just straight up the front.
it's not best actress.
I mean, there's one category where I could get rid of 4 and be happy.
That's
So I think
what I'm talking
all right, then
about. So, yeah.
then I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be used this time.
Yeah.
Josh,
Yes.
will you kick us off and read the nominees for best adapted screenplay?
Yes, best adapted screenplay. So we have The Departed, which was the winner. I'm not saying this full title. I'm just going to say Borat.
Oh,
That's
come on,
all.
Josh.
Nope.
It's
Now
full
you gotta say it
title.
all.
Cultural Learnings of America for Make Benefit Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan.
Yeah, thank you, Sacha Baron Cohen.
It's nice.
Yeah. We also have Children of Men, Little Children, and Notes on a Scandal.
Okay. Are we replacing anything out of this category?
Well, I would get rid of Borat.
Absolutely.
So
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Wow. It lasted for a show that loves to reward comedy.
But Borat,
Yeah, I like comedy.
yeah, I like them to be good. And I think Borat actually overall is a fine movie, but even in 2006, I just did not understand why this was so popular. Like I watched that movie and just thought, yeah, he's like tricking people to say embarrassing things, and yeah, like that's kind of funny. But people turning this into like this giant like political commentary, I just thought, what are we doing? Like,
I think there are
can we raise the bar a little bit?
I think there's some great moments in it, but I do think overall it has an age.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like it's fine, but not worthy of an Oscar nomination. Nor was
I
its
agree.
sequel.
I agree. Any other films you'd like to take out of this category? Or are we just taking one out?
I don't think I would take anything else out.
Notes on a Scandal.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
I don't think that's happening.
Little Children's not going. Children of Men's not
Nope.
going either. That's a pretty
No,
great
it is not.
Yeah.
I honestly-
Absolutely not.
Children
Honestly,
of Men, I have to admit, is another movie that I like, but I do not love it like so many other people do.
I love that
I
film.
will admit that. Not enough for me to say it should be out of this lineup, but I will admit it is a movie I am a little bit cooler on.
Got to tell you,
Yeah,
if
I
there was
love
actually a film that I would throw on the chopping block for the other one, it would be The Departed.
Yep.
But it's still a fun script, though.
No, it's very fun. It's very fun. Just saying, we can yellow it. That would be the one I yellow,
I'm not
Sure,
sure
but-
if I think the script is fun or if I just think that Matt Damon, Alec Baldwin, and Mark Wahlberg are having a lot of fun with it.
Sure.
Nicholson too.
'Cause they're just trying to out accent each other, especially that one fight when he fires. I'm just like, it's
That's my favorite moment with Alec Baldwin when he's like,
Dunkin' Donuts.
Can I see you here for a second? And he just slaps that guy from the surveillance. It's
It
so
is
good.
profoundly annoying when you're watching a movie and you have to admit to yourself, like, damn, Alec Baldwin is
It was
so
really
good.
here.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
he's
so annoying,
great.
but he's so good at The Departed.
And you know what, Josh? You have to say the same thing now, sadly, about Mark Wahlberg. You know what I mean? When you're
Yeah,
just like,
he's also very good in The Departed.
and
Yeah.
this is the one
This is an example. Mark Wahlberg is an example, and I know we'll talk about this later, but this is an example of where you have a director and a script that really give someone who is very limited in what they're able to do the opportunity to shine in what they do really well. And I do think that the script is part of the credit for that. I think with like the way that his character is written, I think that it really does give him the opportunity to just be I mean, he's not intentionally funny, like he is, but like his character's not supposed to be a funny character. That's not how he's written, but
that's the way he plays.
He is a little bit because
like, I'm not explaining it well. Like, yes, he's like, we're supposed to be finding humor in him, but he's taking himself very seriously. Like the character does not, he's not trying to be funny. He just is funny. And yeah.
I do think he is trying to be funny in the sense when he's antagonizing
Yes.
Matt Damon.
Yes. That's true.
That is to me a form of humor, but also aggression at the same time, and it's super funny. Do you think that they could have switched roles and done well with each other's parts?
I think Damon could have, but I don't think
Wahlberg could have played Colin Sullivan. I think
think Wahlberg could have played any other character in that movie.
Yeah.
I think there's only when there's something about, like, honestly, this is one of the things about that I've been reading about with people's reactions to the Odyssey, where it's like the type of character and performance that is acted or asked of Damon there is so specific to him that, like, trying to fit somebody else in there, it just wouldn't work. It makes sense. It fits perfectly there. And when you watch The Departed, like, that's a perfect vehicle for Leo. It's a perfect vehicle for Damon. And then, like, yeah, I mean, Mark Wahlberg can show up on set and be like, we want you to be authentically yourself, Mark. We don't want you to be anybody else, you know, just like, and I think he plays it.
You can even say the N-word and we won't mind.
Exactly. And we won't cut it out.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't even in the script, dude. That was a great
you just, what a great improv.
And the F slur. I forgot how many times gets thrown out. In this. Like a lot.
Which then actually honestly made me think that Matt Damon's character was gay, which was not a reading I ever had before. When I saw that movie. It's like, it's actually, like, very obvious that is the commentary.
It is throughout that film.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like we're getting rid of The Departed, so we just only have one replacement.
Although we got rid of Borat. I think I do have two scripts that I like a little bit more than
I've got like a bunch.
Departed, but we'll see. We'll see where the conversation goes.
I only have one.
You only have one?
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, then name your one.
Well, no, I only have one that I really want in, and then I'm going to allow myself to be a vote for somebody else's wish.
Okay. Well, what's your one? Well, what's your film?
Maria Antoinette is my
okay,
vote.
that's pretty good. All right. Is that a?
Yes.
Is it adapted?
Yes, it is.
Okay, just making sure. Hey, sometimes these biopics, they get away with being original. You know?
No, it is literally adapted. So
okay. Karen, do you have one?
Marie Antoinette was on my list, and I also have The Painted Veil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Josh?
I had The Prestige as one.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one I had was Casino Royale.
Yep.
Which I think is actually like a really great adaptation of that book, and just the way that they reinvent the series for a modern audience with that old material foundation. And I think they create a really fascinating character in James Bond, which really had not been present before. I think it's actually a really good adaptation of that material. And I love just even the dialogue, like all the scenes between him and Judi Dench are, again, wonderful highlights of the series.
I agree, Josh. I think it's wonderful. I have The Devil Wears Prada.
It's on my list, but like I'm not passionate to have it in here. But yeah.
Okay. Well,
I will say though to that, because I read the book before I saw the movie, and I will say that although there's a few character things that were cut that I think were pretty important, it is a good adaptation.
I agree. I love that. It's also like one of the most rewatchable films. I think I watch all the time. And I agree with Maria Antoinette. I agree with The Prestige. That's top two Nolan for me. Casino Royale too.
Mm-hmm.
I can go any way with all these, to be honest with you. I'm very flexible with my vote here. Because they're all very good.
Do you want to talk about getting rid of The Departed?
I mean, I could. I mean, I like Children of Men, Josh, more than The Departed on a screenplay.
Yeah, I can't.
level.
I don't think I can move on that
on a screenplay.
No, I think I knew that if we were getting rid of another one, it would be The Departed.
Anybody want to put their hands in the air for 300? No?
Hey, I love 300.
That's '07.
Is that '07?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Wait, is it?
I thought it was.
No,
Oh,
that
okay.
I thought
came
it
out in
was '06.
2007.
You're right, Josh. You're right.
Oh,
You're right.
well, next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
Da Vinci Code?
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm just putting it out there.
Although I remember when that came out. That was a very big deal.
Karen, Mission Impossible 3?
No,
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to help out Tom. That's all.
that's not one that I would give it the screenplay.
Miami Vice?
Hey,
Honestly,
we'll
I think
we'll
Miami
be
Vice
talking
is-
about that later.
Hola. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that would be fun here too.
That movie rules. I love that movie so much. I honestly though, in terms of adaptation, I mean, in a very singular voice, like Maria Antoinette. Sorry, Josh. That's pretty high up there on priorities list today. And but The Prestige is great. Casino Royale. This is a lot of great picks. And they went with Borat, huh?
No.
Yeah. And the nominees are really great too. Some of these are very good nominees already.
Yeah.
Okay. Eric's strong passion is Marie Antoinette.
I think Marie Antoinette is in, so yeah.
Okay, well, we don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about
Yeah.
that.
So now the question is, do we want to get rid of The Departed for something else?
Do we, Erik?
I'm not passionate about it, so if a group is,
Josh?
that's okay.
I know how much you and I love The Prestige, but I would kick The Departed out for Casino Royale.
I absolutely 100% would do that.
I would do that. Because a Bond film's never been nominated in screenplay. And this is like one of the best Bond movies ever made. And it is.
Some might say the best.
Some might say the best. Would you say the best?
It's my second favorite.
Okay.
Goldfinger is still hard to topple.
It's a pretty great movie. Karen?
Okay, but
No.
William Monahan put the word microprocessors in this
Microprocessors.
so that Alec Baldwin could say microprocessors.
No, he made, and Martin Sheen has to say it too. Where did you put
They
the real
say it
microprocessors, Frank?
like 6 times, and I'm
Yeah.
like, am I watching like a JFK biopic?
This is the thing.
insane.
I know so many lines from so many random movies from 2006, and you're absolutely right, Erik. Microprocessors, and
it'll
crazy.
just pop into my head, and I'm like, say it out loud, Erik. Say it out loud, just wherever you are.
I will say, in Infernal Affairs, the original films, those are very good films.
Those are really good.
They're really good movies, and to be able to craft an American remake off of those that's actually entertaining and good itself is no small task, I would say, because usually American remakes suck. Look at The Lives of Others. Was it? No, it was a different film.
The Secret in Their Eyes.
The Secret in Their Eyes. Yeah, that's oh yeah, that movie. Whoo, that's bad.
Yes.
Karen, what do you think? Are you firm with just keeping the 4 and putting Marie Antoinette in? Are you okay with that, or do you like Josh and my alternative plan?
Honestly, fine either way. And
Okay.
if you guys feel that strongly, then I am fine with it.
Departed,
I'm not gonna.
Departed.
It doesn't matter because I'm not gonna vote for The Departed for the win. So it
fair.
doesn't really matter to me if it's there or not.
There, all right.
That's a really good point, Karen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Karen. For now, we have a James Bond movie in there. We all good with that?
So R.I.P. to The Departed.
There you go.
I'm
Sorry.
fine with Casino
Sorry,
Royale.
Bobby.
I think I remember the build up to that movie and all these weird stories that were coming out about like Daniel Craig didn't know how to drive a stick shift and like
Oh yeah.
all these weird things. And I was
Super
just
set up
so
to
not
fail.
looking forward to it. Yeah, it looked like it was going to be just such a disaster. And then I saw it and I was like, oh damn, this movie's really good.
Yeah, that movie rules.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, Bond's got to go darker. Well, this is how it's going to go. It's got a lot of promise.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Casino Royale, Marie Antoinette, Children of Men, Little Children, and Notes on a Scandal. Josh, who's your winner here?
It's Casino Royale.
I love it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I just think that, and like, look, obviously I have a bias here considering the series that I'm a huge mega fan of, but I do think that what I love about the screenplay to that film is that it is one of the tightest screenplays that the series has ever had. And as I said, I love the reinvention of this character, and I like that we get an actual person like to follow who seems like there's more dimensionality there, but without going too far that the other movies do, where I think they just lean too much into like his personal stuff. Like we get just the right amount here, and I love the villain. I love the setup of the story, and I just think as an overall package as a narrative, I just find it to be very very engaging. So I'm gonna vote for it.
Le Chiffre. I love Mads Mikkelsen in this movie. So
He's
good.
great. Yeah.
So good in this movie. Karen, who's your winner?
Well, we haven't even really talked much about this movie yet, and I know that we will more, but it's Notes on a Scandal.
Okay.
That is a fantastic script. I just watched the movie again last night, and just the way, like just the language, the way that Judi Dench in her narrations and things, the way that she's describing the the situation, the circumstances, and the way she describes like the kids that she works with, and the when she first meets Kate Blanchett's character, and just the use of language in is just so rich and just really sucks you in. And I think it's a fantastic screenplay.
Erik, I think I know where you're going. So just go ahead and go there.
People like Sheba think they know what it is to be lonely, but of that drip, drip of the long haul, no end in sight solitude, they know nothing. What it's like to construct an entire weekend around a visit to the laundrette, or to be so chronically untouched that the accidental brush of a bus conductor's hand sends a jolt of longing straight to your groin. Of this, Sheba and her like have no clue.
Oh,
The
yes,
answer
see, that's
is
what I'm
Notes
talking
on a
about.
Scandal. And
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously the gays are constantly quoting this film. It's the "You're Not Young,"
I
Gold
say this
Star
to help
Gay,
you.
all
Yeah.
I say is to help you, all of this. But yeah, it is that narration. It is that dialogue, that inner dialogue that is just, oh, I love
Yeah.
it.
And that's what elevates it from being very disposable. Because obviously, like the story itself very easily could fall into like lifetime sensationalized, soapy drama. But it is the writing that helps to give it that dramatic gravitas and makes it more than just something that could be very disposable. And yeah, the screenplay is still great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this film. It does not get my pick. And sorry, Josh, they're going to get the win because it doesn't get that Casino Royale
No,
doesn't get
no,
my pick. My winner would be Little Children. I think that is
another
a
one with great narration.
perfect,
Yes.
perfect film. I love that movie so much. Todd Field 3 for 3 for me in his career. That is such a piercing look at suburbia, and I think about that movie weirdly all the time. I think it's so underrated, and we don't, because this movie has so many big films this year. We don't talk about this little gem that's inside of it enough, and also because like Field hasn't made like he's made like 3 films over the course of like 25 years, and I just think that it's distinctive. It has a point of view, and the novel itself is a very good novel, but I think he just opens it up more, and yeah, it you know it's such a good script. I love that movie, but also like there's so many adapted screenplays this year, like we mentioned, that are fantastic. And Notes on a Scandal is one of those. I remember watching it the year it came out, and it's just so thorny in what it's and how it's like you're saying, Josh. It could be easily sort of cookie cutter and paint by numbers, and that movie refuses to play by conventional rules. And I'm so excited to see Marlboro return because he's been doing a lot of stuff on the stage. He is doing the adaptation for the next Scorsese film. and am very curious to see how that turns out. And that'll be next year. So, but Notes on a Scandal wins its first award today. Maybe more.
The Gold Star Day.
We'll start to see. Erik, can you do original screenplay for us, please?
Yes. Best writing original screenplay. We had the winner, Little Miss Sunshine, Babel, Letters from Iwo Jima, Pan's Labyrinth, and The Queen. Oh my God.
Well, we can get Babel out of here like pretty quick.
Yes. We can get a few things out of here.
And we could get, I don't know.
I would say The Queen would be the next easy one out for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll go the Queen or Iwo Jima, but
yeah.
Oh, I love Letters from Iwo Jima, so.
But I think
Clint's cooking there. Yeah.
My other rewatch this week.
I watched that yesterday as well.
The template for The Crown.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And I had not seen it since 2006, and I was just like, what? I don't think it's a disaster of a movie. I think that there are some things about it that are actually pretty interesting and good, but the script is not one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'd get rid of it. I'd be okay with that.
Those are like the two very easy eliminations in this category.
I'm cool with that.
It's going to be easy eliminations maybe in a lot of categories, to be honest with you there, Josh.
Especially ones that Babel is in.
Yeah. All right. Babel out, The Queen out. What are we replacing it with?
I have 3 things.
3 things?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go with the fun one first. The Holiday.
I have that too.
I mean, Erik's speaking my language now. He knows how to get to my heart.
Oh, I'm playing the game.
Okay. Damn you. All right, good job. All right, next, do you have another one?
I have Half Nelson and Inland Empire.
Oh man. Half Nelson right now, Ryan Gosling being in the news, making bad choices. And this is
that's why I tweeted that last night. I was just like, oh, I miss this era of him so much.
I love that.
That's an incredible movie too.
Other films?
I have 2 other ones. I've got Voltaire by Almodovar. Voltaire might be my favorite Almodovar, to be honest. I love that film so much. And then the other one is Brick from Rian Johnson.
Oh shit, that's right.
Oh, that was this year.
Yeah. This is 2006.
Yeah, because we were going to talk about it last year, and we were a year too early.
Yeah, it actually comes out in 2006.
Josh, hey you. Okay.
Oh.
That's right. Oh man.
Okay. That changes some things.
So I would add to what's already been said because I don't disagree with any of those. I really love Stranger Than Fiction, and I really like that script. And then my other one is actually The Lives of Others.
Oh, I love that. I have a couple picks. So Erik was right. The Holiday was going to be on my list. You just know me so well, Erik.
I knew it. I had a pretty good feeling.
It's
delightful.
It's also just a really fun screenplay.
Erik also should have seen this coming a mile away when I was going to say Inside Man.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I was thinking that one too, and I forgot to write it down.
The movie rules.
Until the end, I have an issue with the ending of that movie, but otherwise, it's a great film.
I'm gonna throw out 2 wild cards, which is, and shout out to Jay Ledbetter, my co-host over at Director Watch. But Deja Vu is one of the best Tony Scott films, and I think that screenplay rocks. And one of the best films of the year, and a movie that I would have swore to you all is an adaptation, and is not, and a movie that I think is very underrated. And when I rewatched a couple of years ago, and I rewatched it like 2 weeks ago because I just wanted to watch it again because I saw a clip pop up, is The Good Shepherd. A movie that I really, really like, and I think has aged really, really well. And and was another great Damon performance, directed by De Niro. But you would think because it's a movie about like, but it's actually a fictionalized version of all those events, and I think it's really well done, and it does the great job of killing Eddie Redmayne at the end of the film. So,
Wow.
congratulations, Bob De Niro, on doing that. And okay,
Yeah, we
so
had the good German and the good Shepherd.
this was the Good German,
Yeah.
the Good Shepherd. This was the year of the Illusionist and the Prestige.
Yep.
And the two children movies.
And the Little Children and Children of Men.
Yeah.
Um, we had it all back in 2006. We had it all.
Oh,
Okay.
there was also United 93 and World Trade Center.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
I was going to mention that when you were talking about
Yeah.
the 9/11 movies and how, this came out just a few months before World Trade Center.
Well, and then I mean, Clint did it himself with Flags of Our Father and Letters from Iwo Jima. He did.
Yeah,
Yep.
because a lot of people thought Letters was going to be 2007, and he said, "What are you talking about? I'm Clint Eastwood. We finished this like
Josh,
3
I'm
weeks
not going
ago."
to do any of that. I'm putting both movies out. Make my day. Okay. What do we want to put? We mentioned a lot of titles,
Yeah,
a lot
we
of good
did.
stuff there.
a lot of good stuff. So, what do we want to do, Erik?
I really do
I'm-
like Brick, to be honest. For me, I think that's
Brick is
the
wonderful.
one that I
That's
would really
a
want in here.
great pick. Yeah,
It is.
Brick is wonderful. I would love to put Brick here.
I second that.
Okay. We'll do Brick. And then what else?
I mean, I'm
Mhm.
passionate about Hap Nelson and The Holiday. Those are my two that I really, really love.
I mean, it's The Holiday or Inside Man for me, probably.
I like the idea of the holiday.
I do too.
I just got to say, none of those other screenplays have Mr. Napkin Head. And it really is, it really is something to see on the page, but probably when you see the visual, it's even greater. Thank you, Jude Law. So
The scene of the phone call where Kate Winslet calls to check in and she's like going back and forth with Cameron Diaz and Jude Law. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
so old Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also love though and I know this is a screenplay issue. It really does not understand what Cameron Diaz's job as a trailer person actually is, or
That's the
or
charm.
timing of it.
That's the
It
charm of
makes-
it all.
It makes no logical sense in the industry whatsoever, much less where she would be
this
living.
hotshot
It's-
trailer cutter. You know what I mean? Like
it's the funniest idea for a job, but it
It's
just feels
so
like
great.
so Nancy Myers.
And I think
So-
her
Yeah.
like employees are Catherine Hahn and John Krasinski, or maybe if I'm not
It's
mistaken.
it's bananas.
Yeah.
Movie is fantastic.
Yeah.
The Holiday, Brick joins Little Miss Sunshine, Pan's Labyrinth, and Letters from Iwo Jima. Wow,
Wow.
that's a lineup. Erik.
Oh, I don't
What
want
you
to go
gonna-
first.
Oh well, too bad because I already said your name. You have to pick.
Mm-mm-mm. This is a really fun little list.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm probably not going to pick The Holiday because I just wanted it to get in there. I'm not like
I see your
Like-
agenda and I support it.
yeah, it was that was where the agenda ended was right there.
We need to keep up this energy next year when she has her new film coming out. I'm just going to put that out there. That
Yeah, we'll
this-
see about that.
We need this. We need the
I
agenda.
love that
to
she's
get Nancy
shooting on
nominated.
Hollywood Boulevard to be Cannes.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
love it.
I can't wait to see how that turns out.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
All right. I think I'm so intrigued by the Brick inclusion here that I want to go with that.
All right, we'll go with it. Okay, Karen.
It's funny because going into this, I thought I was going to vote for Pan's Labyrinth, but now I think I'm voting for Brick.
There you go. Ryan Johnson's got 2 votes. Josh, does he get a third?
I mean, I was still going to go with Pan's Labyrinth, which is still my favorite Del Toro film. I just think the the fairy tale that he creates mixed with the real life horror. I just don't think like it's obviously a theme he has been invested in for like his entire career, but I really just feel like the combination of elements are just perfected in Pan's Labyrinth. I think that balance is really, really wonderful. And you get the danger of both of those worlds equally. And the way that he uses that metaphor, I just find to be really, really impactful. So I do love Brick being in here. And obviously, I'm not going to be mad at it winning, but I do think if I'm just going with my own personal vote, it still would be with Pan's Labyrinth.
I agree with you, Josh. I would give it to Pan's Labyrinth. I think Del Toro's. This is Del Toro's masterpiece. This is his best film. It completely encapsulates his originality in his imagination, and it's still a movie that holds up, and I think it's beautiful. And this would have been his first Oscar, in my opinion. And then we see about history of we had to do the whole Shape of Water stuff, the Pinocchio stuff. Like, who knows? But I really wish he would have won for this. Like, it feels like, like Karen mentioned, all those below the line categories, all those artisan wins. And then he misses not only in, winning international feature, but then he doesn't win this. And at the time, like, I get Little Miss Sunshine winning 20 years later. That hasn't aged well for me. So I give it to Del Toro easily. I love that film.
So if we're tied, then it stays with the winner.
No, if we're tied, we have to figure out second place.
Yeah, or whatever our number two is.
What's our number twos?
Okay.
Yeah,
because my number.
I think
two
I know
is
where
Pan's
this
Labyrinth.
is going to
go. Yeah, it's Pan's Labyrinth for you at number two. Erik, what would be your number two?
My number two would actually be Little Miss Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine. Okay. Josh?
Yeah, my number two was Brick.
Okay, your number two is Brick?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well.
So it's on you then, Ryan.
Yep.
Well, it is.
You either pick Brick or
we go to another round.
Or we go to another round.
I love Brick. Yeah, I would. I know myself. I would pick Brick.
Yeah,
I would. So Brick would be our winner.
Wow.
Awesome.
All right. I'm gonna remember this. Kidding. Where am I? Who knows? Karen.
Yes.
Maybe the most controversial award of this telecast? Best supporting actor?
It might be.
Yeah. Read the nominees,
All right.
please.
The nominees for actor in a supporting role, we have Alan Arkin, our winner for Little Miss Sunshine, Jackie Earle Haley for Little Children. Is it Jaimin?
Jaimin.
Yeah.
Okay. For Blood Diamond, Eddie Murphy for Dreamgirls, and Mark Wahlberg for The Departed.
Poor Eddie Murphy. Just had to release Norbit, didn't he? Just had to release Norbit.
I mean, that's a whole other conversation about, like,
I mean, it's part of this conversation, Josh.
I know, but I'm just like, it's not really that. I mean, I know that Norbit was in the conversation a little bit, but really, he lost BAFTA and he wasn't in a Best Picture nominee. He had a reputation outside of that, too. I think there's a lot of other factors that make Norbit a convenient fall guy, but if Norbit didn't exist, I still think he probably would be losing the Oscar.
Josh, do you like Norbit?
100%. I agree.
Do I like Norbit?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
I do find it funny that it is an Oscar nominee. I will kind of cherish that.
From the makeup category?
If only because it means that the makeup branch always will look at the work and not the quality of the movie, which every branch obviously should be doing. And I love that about makeup. They don't care if that movie is horribly
play to the beat of their own drum.
If it's got good makeup, they're going to vote for it.
They do it.
I respect them for that.
They do a Golda every now and then. You know what I mean? Erik? What do you want to take out?
Oh, gosh. How many can we take out?
We can take out 2.
Okay, because I want to take 4.
Damn.
But, yeah. I don't like Arkin as a winner that much.
No.
I don't like Murphy. I think Wahlberg is the wrong person.
Mm-hmm. I think
Hansu
Wahlberg.
is
I would take
fine.
Wahlberg out. I think Hansu's.
Yeah, I'm kind of
I think
mad.
I think Hansu's good.
He is good. I'm just mad that Mark Wahlberg is here.
Could
Like,
you
of
think it
all
should
people.
be Jack Nicholson
Yeah,
or
I mean, it could be. It could
Martin
be.
Sheen or
No, but
Or
like
Baldwin?
DiCaprio is not the lead of this movie.
He's co-lead.
So
He's co-lead. He's co-lead.
I think he's
He's
him and
co-lead.
Damon, I would call the leads of this
Matt
movie.
Damon is the lead of the movie
It's a
to
co-lead.
me. DiCaprio's next.
1A, 1B.
That's right.
I think they're both
I think-
leads.
Karen,
personally.
That's right. That's where I would have put him.
What do you think about Leo?
See, I would think lead, but just as you guys are talking, I'm thinking about it, and because I just watched this again this week too, and like to me, because this is a conversation that's going to come up for another category too.
Mhm.
When I'm looking at the difference between lead and supporting, it's who gets our point of view. Who do we actually walk away from the movie knowing stuff about? And we
Mm,
spent a lot of time in Matt Damon's personal life.
that's true.
We don't know where
And childhood.
Leo lives.
Mhm.
Yeah. We don't know anything about his life outside of what he's specifically doing. So I could make the case that he's the lead. In fact, I was thinking of him in lead, but now I'm like, wait, actually, we don't really know anything about him outside of this. So that in my book qualifies him as supporting.
That's how I frame most any of these things if they're on the fence somehow.
See, I think a lot of the time in that film, you're right. We get the perspective from him being essentially Costello's rat from the time he was born all the way until the end. But we get so much of the perspective of Leo going into prison, all the stuff with Vera Farmiga and all the stuff with Martin Sheen and being the undercover agent and obviously inside Costello's operation. Like I think Leo has just as much of a perspective. It's different. And I mean, like that whole scene in Martin Sheen's office where they're talking about his childhood, his past, his Uncle Jackie, all the things that, and everything. I've always saw it as a co-lead, but I do think you're right. Like, that's why I think Damon's like 1A and Leo's 1B. I'm
not going to argue against it.
I mean, I will say this. I do agree with Ryan's position that I do think you get enough of his own perspective within the story that, to me, that qualifies him as a lead. But I understand the argument that it is borderline. And to be honest, it might impact my votes a little bit in this category if we consider him supporting.
If we put Leo in supporting, then it's definitely going to be an interesting conversation because he's just as good in that movie as Jack.
For that, I think I would be willing to entertain him being considered supporting. Well, we got to remove. That's where he was campaigned. So
yeah, we got to remove people. Still.
All right, let's get Wahlberg out of there, and
I would take
Eddie Murphy. I would get rid of Arkin.
I would get rid of Arkin.
I definitely want Arkin out.
I'm fine with that.
From the very first moment that I saw that movie, I was like, what are we doing? Why are we saying that this performance is really worthy of an Oscar? I mean, he's funny for sure, but it's like he's not the grandpa type thing, It's like that's like the only thing here.
He's not the performance.
He's not even
the
the best supporting male in his own movie.
Nope.
So
right, no, that's all true, and this comes back to, I think, one of the things that I was talking about before, as far as we have to consider where we were as a country at the time that this movie comes out, and it's sort of like a couple of years ago when Kodo won in the middle of Russia invading Ukraine, and I'm not saying that that's why that movie did well, but I think people are looking for something that makes them feel good, and Little Miss Sunshine was that feel good movie that year that was doing really well, and then Alan Arkin, I think what really drew people to him and made to his performance. In some cases, he reminded them of a crazy grandpa or uncle that they have in their lives, and in other cases, it's just because he was just loud and said his said his funny lines really loudly, and that goes well for people sometimes when they're voting. It's like he's the most memorable of this lineup. Doesn't mean he's the best, but he's the most memorable. And so I think that's really how he won here. But yeah, I would be totally in support of removing him.
I think the other thing about him is that while he is a loud performance, he is a veteran actor.
Mhm.
And in the face of giving Eddie Murphy, because it was clearly them, the 1-2, and whatever biases that people had about Eddie Murphy, or whether it's Norbit, whether it's his career, whether it's just
Or the film, like
just- or the
Dreamgirls is not
film
nominated
itself,
for Best
yeah.
Picture, and Little Miss Sunshine is.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's just down to that.
it comes down to that. And I think that, Little Miss Sunshine had more, it built this grassroots campaign. And to Karen's point, like it had people's attention and hearts. It was a box office little hit. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I genuinely think if we were in the preferential era, like
It
Little
might have
Miss
won,
Sunshine won Best Picture. I mean, it won SAG and PGA. It has
Yeah.
a writing win and an acting win. It basically
Yeah.
has most of Coda's package right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
Oh,
Very,
Josh.
very much so.
Oh, Josh.
And I mean, yeah, that was like 30 years since his last nomination, and
Yeah.
it was just a convergence of all the things that we see happen all the time. It doesn't happen every time, but you can see when it's going to happen more often than not.
For sure.
But you're
okay.
out of here, Larkin.
Harkin's gone. Wahlberg's gone. So we leave.
I love we're ditching just winners left and right here.
Yeah.
That's
So, not sorry about it.
not sorry about it sometimes.
We have opinions.
Okay. Well, this opens up then 2 spots. We gotta start talking about it. We've already started the departed conversations. Have we landed on Leo being in supported? Or are we gonna go with that?
I'm going to say Leo. That is my choice here.
Okay.
yeah.
Category
I think we were
fraud
putting
be
it-
damned. I'm doing it.
Okay.
I think we're leaning towards Leo.
I'm fine with that. I have a couple of other options as well. In terms of who is the best supporting actor in Little Miss Sunshine, I have Paul Dano.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I have Stanley Tucci for The Devil Wears Prada.
Yes.
And I have
Yes.
Bill Nighy for Notes on a Scandal.
I have Bill Nighy for Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest.
Mm.
Because
I
Can
just
we
the
give him a double
scene-
nom?
Just again, I was watching Notes on a Scandal again last night, and the scene where he finds out what his wife has been doing, and he's yelling at her there, and she's like, he's screaming questions at her, and she's trying to answer, and he's just so like, he's full of rage, but he's full of just like, his heart is broken, and he does not like this. He just found this out, and he's trying to process it, and the way that Nighy performs that scene is so powerful. After, most of the movie, he's been either some level of annoyed that Judi Dench keeps showing up, or just very, like bragging about his life and just kind of nonchalant about things, and just seeing this moment where just all this emotion just comes erupting out of him. It's incredible.
It is, because it's such a double shock. It isn't just infidelity, it's with a fucking child.
Yeah.
It's so, he is spectacular.
I have a ton of people. Josh, do
Yeah,
you have
Paul
some
Dano
people
and
you
Steve
want to put?
Carell are so much
Carell's
better.
great.
Why are the wrong
Car-
people from these movies getting in?
Yeah.
Right.
I got
Paul Dano was on my list too. I do think he is
Yeah.
the best performance in that film.
Yeah.
I, being the Letters from Iwo Jima person that I am, Kazunari Ninomiya, I think is really, really great in that film. Like a very subtle and emotional performance. And also, by the way, if you tweet anything about him, his stands are going to make sure that tweet goes viral. And they're
Yeah.
actually very nice about it. They are the nicest stands on the internet.
okay.
Yeah.
That was
So-
that was scary where we were going there, Josh.
I know, but like you tweet anything about him, like because he was in that movie Exit 8 that came out.
yeah, that just came
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, and I tweeted about that, and all his fans were like, "Oh my God, look, so many people are discovering him. Thank you. Here's another show that you might like to support him." Like it was the nicest
Aw.
fan interaction on Twitter I've ever had.
That's
So-
never going to happen again.
I know it's very rare, but I love him in Letters from Iwo Jima. I think that's a great performance. Another thing, this isn't somebody that I'm advocating for, but I'm bringing up the question. How do we feel about the placement of Forrest Whitaker for The Last King of Scotland?
Here we go.
He's not the lead.
He's not the lead.
It's not.
He
He's-
is not
He's
the
not
lead.
the lead.
James McAvoy is the lead.
I do
Yeah.
think McAvoy is the lead, but
Yes.
do we consider Whitaker still a lead of The Last King of Scotland?
This is the
I
Hannibal
think
Lecter.
based on the fact that we just
Adored
put Leo in supporting actor, I think
This
we've
is the
already
thing,
answered that
you know?
question.
But okay, if we designated him supporting, would we
I
Would
think
you
he would
consider him-
count as one of the eliminations, though. Because I think
Does
it
he,
would
or
be-
is it a freebie?
we technically, Josh, gave when we did Anthony Hopkins, it was a freebie. It was a loophole in the rule because
Which
we put it in the. I know you
I'm
didn't
always
like
looking
that.
for a loophole, Josh.
I still
And
didn't-
as the keeper of the rules, I'm just trying to follow the rules.
But that was also, I don't know if that was related to us using the bomb, though, and it was a preemptive thing.
That was true. We did do kind of that. There's a lot of dicey things
because
that we're doing.
I'm
here.
also thinking about how when we
But I
talked
agree
about
with you.
1980 with Timothy Hutton, like we kicked him out of supporting to put him into lead.
But we didn't.
I don't know. That was just one. Yeah,
It was a one-off.
I mean, but I don't even know if we're gonna do it. It is just I'm bringing up.
No, I
the
know.
topic just because, like, I mean, maybe we'll just keep Forrest Whitaker and Best Actor. You know, that's an option too. But I knew it would come up, so I wanted to just ask how we feel about it, just in general.
It never made sense for me that he was in lead.
What I do
Not with the
find
structure of
interesting
that.
about this conversation is the fact that none of us are talking about adding him to the supporting lineup, just declaring him supporting.
I mean, well, but if we do
Well,
think of him
maybe.
as supporting, would that be a name
Would
we
we add?
would throw out?
I mean,
you know?
Karen, that is a good question. Would
yeah,
we add him
because
in
it would
there?
be such a juicy villainous type of supporting
yeah,
performance
role and
Right.
win.
It's the perfect win in the category.
I
Honestly.
mean, if Christoph Waltz can do it twice,
and he's a lead
yeah.
in in a lot of ways. When you watch that film, he's got just as much screen time as the bastards or anybody in that film. To be honest with you,
Lead is not just based on screen time.
I know, but it's also about like he's the beginning, middle, end. He's in a lot of that movie.
I think Django is more of the lead case.
That's
between the
very
two of them,
true.
But
That's
yeah,
very true.
Yeah, I would never call him co-lead of Inglourious Basterds in any way.
I consider it.
so I don't know.
But
Like I
Django,
brought up
yes.
Forrest Whitaker just because I knew it would come up.
Yeah.
And like, if we do consider him supporting, would we throw him in this lineup?
I
You
mean,
know,
I
it's a-
consider- I consider-
name to
love
consider.
it, honestly.
I would consider him supporting. I would.
Yep. And I would put him here too, because it is
I consider
a
him
really juicy performance.
Yeah, it really is. I know we mentioned Leo, but we didn't mention Nicholson.
No,
Jack
Nicholson-
Nicholson was phenomenal in this movie. I think.
do like Jack Nicholson a lot in that movie. I do think a lot of that film, though, is relying on the crutch of Jack Nicholson, you know, just to sort of let him off the leash and do his thing, which is obviously like very
It's the last
fun.
great time we get to see this, Josh.
I don't deny that, but I also feel like I know the Jack Nicholson performance that we were going to get walking into that movie. And so it's like, it's
get
good. It's very entertaining. But is it like anything new from him from, you know, the 15, 20 years prior that we had seen him in movies? I don't really think so.
Okay.
Exactly. We've seen that character before. We've seen him do it well and be recognized for it. And I just, yeah, to me, that's not something that he's bringing anything new that warrants an award.
I would say that while I agree with that, he actually pulls back so much of his Jack-isms
Jackness.
and
Yeah.
grinning and faces in this that it is something that makes it one of his better performances.
He's terrifying in this movie.
I agree that, yeah, you kind of know what you're going to get, but to me, he is not, he just doesn't go full, Witches of Eastwick or Batman, or even in terms of endearment. So there is a fresh fear in how just matter of fact he is, whether it's with Leo, whether it's with his girlfriend. There's something about it that is actually restrained. And that is much scarier
Mm.
than when he's over the top.
I hear
He
what
does
you're
have that
saying.
moment. Yeah, he does have that one moment though where he's talking to Leo in like the restaurant and he makes that rat face. that's very Jack.
This
Yeah.
rat.
Well,
Yeah.
that's Scorsese just not being able to help himself with how many rats he wants to put in that fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Very subtle, yes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Karen, you were going to say something?
I was just gonna say, I mean, yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's definitely not a Witches of Eastwick or a Batman performance, but it honestly reminded me the most of like A Few Good Men, his character in that, and how he's this menacing presence, um, who, I mean, he has a big moment at the end in that movie, obviously, but it's really more about just this like this presence where he's in charge and everyone's going to do what he says no matter what, and that it so that's the performance that I felt it was most similar to, and that's where I say for me this isn't something so new and different that it merits getting a nomination
That's
over
fair.
anybody else.
Yeah, I'm not pushing him hard for it, but
I'd also like to throw out David Bowie for The Prestige.
I love him in The Prestige.
I think that's awesome. Yeah. So I just
who didn't want to do it?
He didn't want to do it, and no one like had to get him to do it. Also, think Michael
love
Caine
it.
has two great performances, one in The Prestige and one in Children of Men. I think he's great in both of those films. Just wanted to mention that. And
I like him in The Prestige. I
like him. I love Children.
Always be in that movie, but
I get it.
I'm cool on the film.
I really like Jason Schwartzman in Maria Antoinette being totally feckless and not being able to fuck. Absolutely awesome.
I mean, we mentioned a lot of great names. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
We have Leo in, and
I gotta say, Forrest Whitaker, like,
we're gonna do
pulling
Forrest Whitaker?
Leo and Forrest Whitaker into the supporting actor lineup is like
it's kind of
very enticing.
It's kind of the dream of 2006, to be honest with you, because it's like if we were all doing this, we would be screaming, "Why is he not running supporting?"
I mean, if we have somebody that has more passion outside of Forrest Whitaker, I'm obviously willing to hear.
I mean,
that.
to be honest with you,
the idea of Forrest Whitaker is just very funny to me.
The idea of leaving Stanley Tucci out on the cold is, and for Devil Wears Prada is.
All right, so maybe through all of this, Forrest Whitaker and Leonardo DiCaprio aren't in here. We just kind of went through the motions.
Who knows? I mean, like
it's like therapy. You got to talk yourself through it.
I don't know. I think Leo had the passion from everybody here.
Because with Leo, Leo does have a nomination for Blood Diamond. So to me, it's like putting him in here. Well, I'm just saying, like, in this year, though, like, he did have that success. Yeah. So we're not pulling him out of another category and creating new precedent or anything. We are just taking a performance that wasn't nominated and giving it a nomination. That is a lot cleaner than the machinations we would have to do for Forrest Whitaker. So, like, for that, between the two, I would be more in favor of having Leo in there, and we can just, like, leave Forrest Whitaker where he is and pick another supporting actor who just wasn't nominated. I'm fine with that too.
All right, then I would go with DiCaprio and Bill Nye.
For Notes on Scandal or Pirates of the Caribbean?
It would be for Notes, but I do love the idea of.
I'm telling you,
Pirates too.
Him as Davy Jones. It's pretty good.
We need to legalize dual notices. I'm just saying.
We don't. I mean, it's a motion capture performance. We don't get to ever celebrate those a lot, you know. So I'm just putting my 2 cents. That would be like my number one choice. Not gonna lie. I think it's such a unique character he creates there. And yes, he's wonderful in Notes on a Scandal. So you can carry that over there too. But either way, in my head, if we put him in for Notes on a Scandal, he's in my head for Dead Man's Chest. So
well, it happens all the time. So
yeah, exactly. It's the Alicia Vikander. When we talked about this in a couple of weeks ago. So, but then there's Stanley Tucci. It's just perfect in that movie.
Yeah,
I love Stanley Tucci.
Who doesn't love the Tooch?
Yeah,
he's never been nominated.
I'm picking Stanley Tucci.
Karen's going Tucci. Josh.
Well, you went Tucci also, right?
I would go Nye or Tucci.
Yeah.
Two men after my heart.
So I think
I go Nye and Tucci. I wouldn't even nominate DiCaprio. That's up.
I'm not. I wouldn't
I
say
wouldn't go
that
that far probably
personally.
for everybody
No.
else here, but
Um,
just love those guys.
I'll go Tucci.
Okay, Eric,
I'll go with Stanley Tucci.
I did mine. DiCaprio and Nye.
DiCaprio, Nye. All right,
Yeah, and yeah, DiCaprio would be my other one.
we're going DiCaprio, Tucci.
Wow.
I'm gonna go Tucci. It's a pretty great performance.
Oh, it's a great performance.
I'd also nominate him in a couple of years. I don't know if we've done this one already, Josh. Did we do Julie and Julia yet? Because that's his.
We did. We talked about that year. I don't know if he got in that.
I don't think he got in there, but I'm glad he got in here.
Remember.
He should have got in there because he's amazing in that film. All right. Stanley Tucci, The Devil Wears Prada. Leonardo DiCaprio, The Departed. Eddie Murphy, Jamin Hansu, Jackie Earle Haley. Okay. Karen? Who are you going to give the win to?
I think I'm going with Leo.
You're going to go with Leo. Wow.
Yeah. He's really good in
He's
The
so
Departed.
good in that movie.
He's so good.
Josh.
This is a good lineup now.
This is a really good lineup now.
It is a very good lineup now. On my personal ballot, my best actor winner is Leo for The Departed. So I am really invested in him winning something for this performance. And now that he's in the supporting actor lineup, I'm just going to stick with it. And I'm also going to say Leo.
Wow. I didn't see this coming. Eric?
Wow, what a reveal! I love.
Actually,
that.
Eric, I'll go next. I'll save you for the last, girl.
Sure.
Oh man. Well, one, I do like Eddie Murphy in Dreamgirls.
I do too. Actually, if Leo wasn't here, he is actually my winner. I
think he's fantastic in that film.
I like Eddie Murphy a lot.
And I thought he got robbed of the Oscar. I really did.
I do too.
Well cast.
And yeah, he had to play that exact character like that, larger than life. Totally works in the film. And honestly, when he leaves the film, the movie kind of it's him and Jennifer Hudson. Like those two, when they're not on the screen, when it's Jamie Foxx and Beyonce, it's a snooze fest. It is a snooze fest.
That's why I stopped watching that movie after her big number. And when Act 2 starts, I'm not interested in this movie as much anymore.
Because they're both just like gone at that point.
Yeah.
I think Leo's great in The Departed. Love it. Tucci is, it's the Tooch. What are you going to do there? And Jamin Hansu is he's the reason to watch Blood Diamond, in my opinion, not Leo. Leo's bad in that movie. I'll give this to Jackie Earle Haley, though, in Little Children. I think he's fantastic in this film. And I'd love the nomination. It's a very difficult performance. And I think he nails it. I think it's fantastic work, and that's who I give my win to. Eric?
Absolutely stealing my thunder there because I came into today no matter who was going to be in this category with Jackie Earle Haley as my winner. Period. He is fucking incredible. I mean, everybody in that is so good. And yeah, I've just never really seen a character like this. Because it's a very fine line when you're asked to empathize with a really horrible person, but it's not empathy for the sake of like feeling bad for somebody. It's just being able to connect with like an overall humanity.
Yeah.
And in yourself, not in him exactly. I don't know. It's just there's something about him that so is visually typecast too. It's that is awkward, but it's great shorthand. It's really no difference than hiring Jack Nicholson to be in The Departed, because you're doing it because you know what the audience is going to see and think before they do. And so when somebody that looks like Jackie Earle Haley pops up and is a fucking child molester, you're like, oh, of course he is, because he looks like one. And that's about how we think of things and think of people too, even before. And I don't know, there's just something really complicated about that. And it's just a fucking great performance.
Yeah, it really is. And it's also it's so kudos to the Academy for nominating him. But Karen, what were you going to say?
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, I think one of the things about his performance that really does make it something that you can find some degree of empathy for him and see some humanity is the fact that he isn't just like, yeah, I'm a child molester, deal with it. He's very conflicted and very tormented by this as well, and which culminates with, at the end, the way that, yeah, his big scene at the end at the playground, it's heartbreaking, and I think that's where the humanity is. We're not feeling bad for him because he went to prison for his actions. We're feeling bad for him because he's someone who's so stuck in where he is that he can't see a way out, and he desperately wants one. And I think that's really, yeah, he does such a great job with making us feel any sort of care or concern for him.
And Phyllis Somerville, which we'll get to later, but oof, my God.
We have a tie. So we have to settle this.
We're doing it again. We're now to our number twos.
Okay.
Which should be, I think, solved pretty quickly.
Erik, what's your number two?
My two would be DiCaprio.
Karen?
Think Jackie Earle Haley, actually. I think I just talked myself into that.
Josh?
My number two is still Eddie Murphy.
Josh, God damn it. My number two would be Eddie Murphy.
Oh, fucking
So that cancels.
But my number three would be Leo.
So we have to go to three.
Yeah. Josh would.
Well, my number three would be Jackie Earle Haley.
Son of a bitch. Okay. This is like a literal tie. This is wow. We've never had this before. We've usually settled it by the second round.
There's one other time we've had.
My number three is Stanley Tucci.
Oh my God. My number three then. All right, so we have.
I mean, is Eddie Murphy going to win in a come from behind? The second place preferential ballot goes to.
I'm actually between Eddie Murphy and Jaimin Hansu for third.
Okay. Well,
oh my God.
what do we do?
I think probably Eddie Murphy is where I would go for third.
Okay, so you would go Eddie Murphy third. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter where we're going third because, like, Josh and I, we went. You know what?
Because Jackie Earle Haley was lower for us.
Yeah, I think so.
He wasn't second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means it's Leo?
It should be, right?
I think so. Well,
Yeah.
there was one Leo and there was one Haley, and then there was in second place, and then there was one Haley in third place and one Leo in third place.
We really need to do this with five
So this
people.
is this is what happens when you have an even number. It's like there's a literal tie.
You gotta put it on a spreadsheet so that you have like a whole a formula.
I will
Okay, so for number ones, Leo and Murphy both got two, right?
Yes.
And then for number two, Leo got a number two.
Mm-hmm.
Murphy got one number two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Haley
Murphy got two number twos.
Yeah.
He got two number twos. Okay, then I think he wins.
Who wins, Leo or Murphy? Murphy wins.
No,
nobody voted for Murphy though.
In first place.
Oh, they didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, I got that wrong.
It
Who
was
did you guys vote for in first?
It was
place?
two Haley's and two.
Oh, Haley
and two two Leos, and then there was and then in second place there was
I had Leo in second,
and then there was two Murphys,
and
then one Haley, and then in third there was one
So
And
the
that's where-
only people, okay, because of that, because there was one Haley in second and one Leo in second, the only votes that matter after that are
was
the
Josh
third
and
places.
yeah, and Josh
Right.
and I had Leo in third, and Josh had Haley in third. So that's why it's a legitimate tie.
There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah, it is.
Oh my God.
And if you
Yeah.
listeners just heard all
It
that
really
before,
is.
and now we had to explain that to our own selves.
Yeah, there's no way that we
All
can
right.
then we can't actually break that, right?
Yeah. No.
Well, don't we
Because-
go to the fourth place?
No, because nobody.
But that doesn't change the
would-
top two.
Oh, you're right. It won't because they
Yeah.
both have 4 votes.
I mean, I'm willing
Because
to.
we're essentially preferential balloting this.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm willing to. I'm
Right.
willing to
And
throw
both
my.
have 4 votes in the exact same breakdown.
Is
so
anybody
the only way to
willing-
break this is if someone switches their first place vote or their second place vote.
Yeah, that's the only way that would work.
I'm willing to
I
move
don't
to.
want to.
I'm willing to move to Leo.
Well,
break
clearly
the
I'm
tie.
okay with that.
Okay.
I'm willing to move to Leo.
Okay.
Well, there you
and
go.
The Departed. But that doesn't mean he's going to make it in Best Actor. He's going to get totally kicked out of there.
Well,
Okay.
and Leo has an Oscar.
He does. He said he has like multiple Oscars, I think.
Have we given him another one?
We didn't do Wolf of Wall Street yet, right? We haven't done that. We didn't
No.
2019. No, we didn't do that.
No. And
Yeah.
he didn't win for The Revenant either,
Nope.
so.
No,
I think
I
this
thought
is
he
the only-
did.
No.
Did he win for Gilbert
Fassbender.
Grape?
No, we haven't.
Well, we haven't done 93 as a collective.
If we did that as when before the format, so we're gonna have to go
93
back.
is a year I would love to do.
We should
as
go
a
back.
collective.
Yep.
We should go
I
back
would love
and
to
do
redo that one, so.
Me too.
Best Supporting Actress. It feels like we've just done this.
That
Um,
was like a 45-minute.
Yeah.
For supporting actor, Jesus.
I know.
Man.
Well, this should be easy because we just talked about supporting actress like literally 2 weeks ago. This is Jennifer
That's
Hudson
true.
for Dreamgirls, Adriana Barraza for Babel, Rinko Kikuchi for Babel, Abigail Breslin for Little Miss Sunshine, and Kate Blanchett for Notes on a Scandal. Okay, so we can get rid of both of the Babel performances here, right? And then we can move on.
No.
What?
Well,
Those are-
which Babel performance would you...
Adriana
Which-
Barraza is really good.
Okay,
I was
that's the
gonna
one I would
say-
keep. I
I
hate
would
that movie,
not-
but she's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she's
Snooze
legit.
fest.
I would not. I don't think I would really. Leave
Okay,
her
so
out.
you would.
But I have a lot of replacements. So
I personally would remove Kikuchi and I like her. She's cute, but Abigail Breslin.
Wrestling.
Yeah, those are the two.
Yep.
Eric, you mind
Yep.
kicking out a child?
I would love to kick a child.
Eric's trying to find out where that cliff was in Odyssey where they were throwing the puppies over, and you're looking to see where that's where.
When
the
I
children
saw
are
this
going
movie, I
next.
knew Eric was just going to be like, "Yes, do it, do
I
it,
am not-
Nolan."
I am not pro killing puppies. Children, however,
no,
maybe.
toddlers,
Children,
yeah,
yeah. Tom Holland,
Toddlers,
throw
yeah.
him over. Yeah,
So you
yeah.
were trying to
yeah.
grab the puppy away from John Leguizamo and hand him a toddler. Yeah.
I would have thrown John Leguizamo.
Here's
across
baby
the-
Tom Holland. Do it. You know, that's
Oh
what
my
he was
God.
trying to do.
Wow.
Okay, Breslin's gone. Kikuchi's gone. All right, now we have 2 spots. Emily Blunt for The Devil Wears Prada,
Obviously.
100%.
like
Yeah.
like a layup.
100%.
Karen,
Her best performance.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Okay.
My gosh, I have so many.
Okay.
I have Eva Green for Casino Royale.
Oh,
I have Rebecca
Mm.
Hall for The Prestige.
yeah.
I have I wasn't really sure what to do with Little Children because I know Jennifer Connelly was campaign supporting and I could make the case that she's lead, but I also feel like she could be supporting and I have her here in supporting.
I have her in supporting as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have her here, but I would have her in supporting.
Oh, okay.
Josh?
2 other ones I would throw out. One, Catherine O'Hara for your consideration,
Yeah.
and Carmen Mora in Voltaire.
Oh, beautiful choices.
I would consider Jodie Foster an Inside Man. I think she is so fucking good in that movie. And that scene at the end when she both with Denzel and then the scene where she is like dressing down Christopher Plummer for essentially being an old Nazi, but yeah, she's gonna go sell like high rise to Bin Laden's nephew. Just great dialogue there, and she just delivers it. Nobody can rock a pantsuit like her. She's fantastic. Jennifer Connelly for Blood Diamond, Eric.
Wow.
And her CG tear.
Goodness.
For real. Bad. Okay. Who else?
So my top three are Emily Blunt for Devil Wears Prada, but Sharika Epps for Half Nelson and Phyllis Somerville for Little Children.
Oh,
those are my top. Those are my top three.
Karen mentioned Stranger Than Fiction earlier. I would say Emma Thompson for that film.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's fantastic.
She is great in that too.
That's the part of the film that works for me.
I do have Jodie Foster on my list too.
Yeah.
For Inside Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great in that movie.
Would Martina Gedeck be supporting for Lives of Others? Is that enough?
Borderline?
I think so.
Yeah. I would always squeeze Julianne Moore anytime she's in any movie, so she's on my list too. Children of Men. But
also,
my top three is
in Pan's Labyrinth, another one that I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
It's a lot of good performances. This is very stacked.
I know, it's a lot of good performances.
This is stacked, guys. Yeah. Okay.
This is very tough.
It's very tough. Nobody wanted to go.
It feels like
nobody wanted to go
all
to.
Have Blunt though.
I think.
Yeah,
Blunt's,
I think Blunt
Blunt's in.
Is guaranteed.
Nope. Nobody wanted to go to
second.
bat for Vera Farmiga in The Departed.
Oh my God! Please no.
Just.
I like
unprofessionalism.
I'll hang up if you guys vote that way.
Just putting it out there.
No, I think the person who would advocate for that is not on the call today. So,
Jay?
No.
Okay.
I think you know who I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. I'm going to side with Karen, and I'm going to make the Jay Ledbetter pick. I would go Ava Green for Casino Royale. That is such a good fucking performance, and I would nominate that like 1,000%. And I know Josh, you love that performance too.
I mean, I do.
Three
I
votes.
love that performance.
Come on, we didn't get.
I don't know if I love it more than other ones that I've already mentioned. Though, is the thing.
Come on, Josh, help us out. I do like Rebecca. I do like Rebecca.
It was
Holmes.
on my list, but I didn't say I'm.
Karen was 100% behind it. She said, and I quote,
I don't think so.
100%.
I don't think that's what happened.
Roll the tape. Let's see how that went.
Mm-hmm. I think Karen likes my picks, so I don't know. She's deciding between those.
What were those?
Phyllis Somerville and Sharika Epps. Honestly, Sharika Epps should so be here in a walk.
I mean, it would be good to replace a child performance with a good child performance.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be mad at that at all.
Was Kerry Washington the female lead in The Last King of Scotland? Is that who that was?
Is that what you would call her?
Well, she was
I wouldn't.
She was. Well, she was in that.
Is that like calling Anne Hathaway the female lead of the Odyssey? Because
well, I don't have to write an article about that, so I already wrote about her in supporting actress. But no, no, she's in that film, right?
Okay, but
no, I just ask. I was just asking if she's in it. Is she in the film? I'm not nominating her. I just couldn't remember. There's no
context for it
because we've had a lot of Last King of Scotland conversation.
It doesn't matter though.
Okay, well, may not matter to you, but it matters to Kerry Washington. She had a job. That's pretty rude.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, I agree with Erik. I'm voting for Sharika Epps.
Okay.
Josh? I like that. Yeah.
So Blunt, Epps. Those are our two.
Yeah,
wow.
I think so.
That's really good. Okay, we can't give him anything else today. He's got way too
Oh
much
my
shit.
God. That was my top two.
I'm sorry, Jodie Foster. I
my
let you
God.
down. I'm sorry, Ava Green. Okay. Hudson, Barraza, Blanchett, Epps, Blunt. I'll start. Well, Jennifer Hudson's really good in Dreamgirls. She's really good.
Yeah.
My vote's going to Emily Blunt. It's the best performance of her career. She's never been better. And this summer, when she went back and played that character, even for a little bit, she gave me the reminder of like, oh, she's perfect in this role. She was perfect in the role then. She's perfect in the role now. She'll always be perfect doing this. She's fantastic. And it's a real star in the making performance. She steals scenes away from Meryl Streep, Stanley Tucci, and Anne Hathaway. And I think she's fantastic in that movie. And I would give her my win. Erik?
This is maybe not easy, but this is Cate Blanchett for me.
Is this your favorite Cate Blanchett performance?
It is so wonderfully Courtney Love level unleashed, just mania.
When she like runs outside with the
yes, and their makeup and her hair, and she's
Here I am.
It's so
my
crazy.
God.
It's that, and then also Virginia frickin' Woolf. Yeah.
We need a 4K or a Blu-ray of this movie. It does not exist right now. It's
we need 70 millimeter IMAX of this that plays all during Pride Month across the country.
You know what?
So that we can all go.
I stand corrected.
Dress
you're
up
right.
and talk to the screen like
What
Rocky
along?
Horror.
Yeah. You know what, Erik? You're right. Karen?
Oh, I love this performance.
Oh, this is hard because there are some really good ones here, but yeah, I love Cate Blanchett in this movie so much. I think
You want to fuck me, Barbara? Come on!
So good.
It's insane.
So good. Yeah. Well, and like the scene on the street when Barbara shows up because her cat's getting put down and she's like, you need to come with me, Sheba. And Sheba's like, she's got her son who's about to do his first play. And that's obviously much more important for her. And just the way that she has this conflict and she's being torn in two different places. And it's like, it should be an easy decision, but you can understand why she's having such a hard time breaking away. And it's so good. Yeah, I'm going to pick Cate.
Josh.
Well,
here we go again.
Okay. I'm going to vote for Cate Blanchett. I am. Even though it's very close between her and Emily Blunt. I think Emily Blunt's like a perfect comedic performance in Devil Wears Prada. But I don't want to go through that process again right now. And I'm fine with either one is the thing. Like they're almost a tie for me. I prefer Emily Blunt like just a little bit more probably. But to be honest with you, I think Cate Blanchett is also really great. And another example of somebody who treads that fine line of being like campy, but you also take that character very seriously in her circumstances as well. And I love her in that film. So to simplify things, I will just go with Cate Blanchett, even though I think Emily Blunt is also like really, really good.
It's very diplomatic of you, Josh, to once again give Erik everything he wants. We just literally had a conversation about that.
I know, but like, do you want to go through that again?
I would have loved to see how it played out, but we'll never know.
Honestly, I think it probably would have just been Cate Blanchett anyway. So
you don't know that.
We would have been like,
I'll put her in my 5 just out of spite.
2 for Blanchett and then 2 for Blunt, and then the next number 2s would have been flipped, and we would have just kind of.
We would have been back in another.
Yep.
We would have been in
because I have a feeling all of us
of our own mess.
Really love like both of these performances, so to spare us that, I'll just say Cate Blanchett.
I've just spoken my truth, but I've been wrong all this episode. So what do I know? You know what I mean? And that's okay. Eric's plan is so working out for him right now. It's ridiculous.
Well, unfortunately, it's probably going to work out for him in another category too.
Well, we'll see. Who knows? Erik,
Yes.
best actor, please.
Best actor. Oh, this category.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we have our winner, Forrest Whitaker, for The Last King of Scotland. Leonardo DiCaprio for Blood Diamond, Bling Blang. Ryan Gosling for Half Nelson. Peter O'Toole for Venus. And Will Smith for The Pursuit of Happiness. Oh my God.
Rough.
This category is the one for me that is like so close to a bomb.
Yep.
I would keep one.
And it's Gosling.
And it's Gosling. It is bad.
Peter O'Toole's rough in that movie.
Well, and Gosling is so good, and that performance is so good that I can't even consider bombing the category because I don't want to lose that.
Man. Nope. He ever going to go back to this era?
No. So here's what I was thinking about this.
Because you've had a lot of time since last night's tweet.
When I made that tweet, because he is in Project Hail Mary, he's a teacher too, and he's very Half Nelson.
Yeah,
how he teaches,
big budget Half Nelson.
It's very similar. His style is very similar to what he's doing in Half Nelson. So I appreciate that. At least
so
that kind of.
You're saying in really Ghost Rider, he's going to channel Blue Valentine.
I don't even want to talk about that, and that he's in Star Wars too.
That he's making 2 Sean Levy films back to back.
Well, but didn't he basically say like the era of him doing dark indie movies is like that's over. He's got a family now. He doesn't want to do that. He's
rich.
Talking about
he
that.
Doesn't make
and he wants to stay that way and be comfortable. Like I get it from a family perspective, but yes, it does mean a lot more interesting performances are getting thrown by the wayside. But like, look. He is good in Project Hail Mary. He's great in Barbie. I think he can still give good performances in these bigger films, but there is something about these earlier movies that, I miss the more intense, grounded, personal touch that is not quite there with his more recent films.
Heck, I just miss him in The Nice Guys. Something like that. Yeah. Like anything. Yeah. Like just like in,
Yeah.
I think eventually he'll get back to some of those more, performance heavy, less actiony, big studio movies. But for right now, it's not just like the money, it's the quality of life while you're doing them. He can bring his family with him and there's just a lot that goes into those decisions.
Maybe Ava Mendes just needs to get a job.
Erik,
what's she doing?
No, she's got like a makeup brand ambassador kind of thing. She's got business.
So not a real job.
She probably makes a lot of money doing that more than she did as an actress.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying you
Kylie
can have
Jenner is a billionaire.
I'm okay.
I'm just saying eventually I think he will do some of that again. It's just
maybe when his kids are older.
Years.
Yeah.
When he needs to win an Oscar. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah. When he's like in his 50s, he's like, I want to win one of those. No, I mean like
not that far.
Well, you just see somebody like I don't know. I just think Gosling has it all and can do anything and the choices that he makes, and then you see somebody like Pattinson now, and it's like he can make the drama and Primetime and Dune and the Odyssey all in a Batman movie, and he has a child. He's not compromising any of that. It's interesting. Anyway, I think he's great in Half Nelson.
Yeah,
to go put a bow on it.
He's not one we're removing.
We're not removing him. I don't think we're removing Forrest Whitaker either.
No, I have 2 easy removals here.
It's Will Smith and
it's Will Smith and Peter O'Toole.
Yeah.
Wow, you're gonna keep DiCaprio?
I don't hate DiCaprio. His accent's fucking hilarious, though.
America is bang bang.
Oh, it's
out here. It's bling bang.
Bling bang. Oh my
get back
God.
to your boy.
And the way that was like his Oscar clip too.
Yeah, that's literally his Oscar clip. I remember that, and I was like, "Wow,
it's terrible."
I mean, Peter O'Toole definitely I'm removing because, like, what are we doing? Why are we giving him another nomination just to lose?
Wretched performance.
They were trying to do the whole Paul Newman thing, where like he wins the honorary, and then a couple of years later he wins the competitive. But it didn't work out.
Yeah.
No, he died a loser.
I don't Okay, all right.
No,
That's so mean. It's
no.
Peter O'Toole. Show some respect.
I don't need to see him fingering. I don't want it. No.
Ah,
Remove him.
listen,
Never
Absolutely
actually
not.
Yeah.
watched that movie,
but now you know.
Yeah, well,
No,
now you know.
Karen.
something to look forward to.
Well, there's reasons I've never watched it.
Guys, we learn something new every day. I actually don't hate Will Smith in that movie. I don't think he's bad in that movie. I don't, if I had the choice, I'd keep Will Smith over Leo in that movie. Yeah, I think Smith's good. Like,
I think he's fine. Like, honestly, between those two, I really don't have that much of a preference. I think I would actually,
but DiCaprio staying would be hilarious. I just find that to be funny.
and maybe just for that, I would argue, yeah, keep Leo and kick out Will Smith.
Yeah,
I don't
I
really
mean, at
care
least
either way.
it's a performance.
watch Blood Diamond and The Last King of Scotland back to back.
Mm.
Okay,
Little accent off there.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. Okay, Will Smith and Peter O'Toole are out. Who do you want to throw in here?
Well, Ryan,
I know where you're going.
I had to say it. I got to say it.
Yeah,
I got to say Daniel Craig for
Yeah.
Casino Royale. A legitimately fantastic performance.
I agree.
He's
I
on my
think-
list.
I think Matt Damon for The Departed.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's genuinely great. I think both men from The Prestige, both Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. If I had to pick one, though, I would lean a little bit more towards Christian Bale, but they're both great.
Actually, I'd lean more
Same.
towards Jackman because he's never been this good ever since, and he never will be.
Okay,
And-
yeah, but I would be grading on a curve.
And-
Like,
and-
I understand,
Yeah.
but
And his but his like obsessive nature and him being basically being like, I'm the real villain of this story.
yeah,
the whole
but there's
time.
also the other layer of complexity with Christian Bale as well.
It's
With
so
that,
good.
that
Yeah,
role.
they're both good. They're both so.
Yeah, they're both
fucking
great, but I
good.
do think Bale. Like, if I had to pick one, I would lean more towards Bale.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I would as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
Clive
I would
Owen.
too.
Children of Men.
Yeah, Clive Owen, I have.
very good.
He's on my list. Colin Farrell is on my list. Cillian Murphy.
Oh, from
is on my
Miami
list.
Vice.
Yes.
I love you.
I
I'm a
love Miami
I'm a
Vice.
fiend for mojitos. Yeah, I
Boy.
love it.
He
I have
is
Denzel
so
Washington.
greasy. I
Yeah.
love him in it.
Karen.
I have Denzel Washington for Inside Man.
Oh,
I have Edward Norton for The Painted Veil.
Oh, he's
Patrick
so good
Wilson
in
for
that movie.
Little Children. And I actually have Will Ferrell for Stranger Than Fiction or Talladega Nights.
I was gonna say, you ain't first or last. Oh, I didn't mention John C. Riley for Talladega Nights. He's so good in that movie. Because I
That would've been
I wear my
pretty good.
tuxedo T-shirt because I like my Jesus to party. That's one of my favorite jokes. Edward Norton had a year this year, Karen. Yeah, I remember that. He had was it Down in the Valley, and he had The Painted Veil, and he had The Illusionist, and this was like an era where he was delivering like really interesting performances, small performances that all were like really good. And I love The Painted Veil. I think he's really good in that movie.
Mhm.
I think he's good in The Illusionist. I know that I like The Prestige more than The Illusionist, but that movie's still very good from an acting standpoint. I mean, Erik said Colin Farrell and blew my mind. You also said Cillian Murphy
Yeah, Cillian Murphy.
for the
Wind That Shakes the Barley.
Great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's wonderful.
Does Jude Law for The
and then
Holiday count in lead?
I would not vote for either of the men.
He's
in
playing
that
dual
movie.
roles. He's playing
wouldn't
Jude
do-
Law and he's playing Mr. Napkinhead.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it.
That's versatility. All right.
Is
The men
it?
are supporting, the women are the leads.
Okay.
Yeah. I like him in Spy.
Karen mentioned Denzel Washington in Inside Man. I'd also consider Denzel Washington in Deja Vu. I think he's fantastic in that movie.
Okay.
You're
I
gonna-
would not, but it's okay.
Movie rules. Movie rules. Matt Damon also is great in The Good Shepherd too. So
Yeah. I also have Lee Pace in The Fall.
Oh, The Fall.
Mm.
Just
Wow. Yeah.
Incredible movie. And
Yeah. Just incredible to look at.
not a popular choice, but I thought Brandon Routh in Superman Returns was great.
You
He
know what?
actually was really good.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
I
you know,
I feel like he deserves
you're gonna
hazard pay for that movie.
Absolutely. And I know I wasn't going to mention it because I know you're going to go there, Ryan.
you know what I'm gonna say.
I know what you're going to say, but we already had that category conversation without having to
I
bring him
know,
up.
but
So
I didn't bring him up, but I should have. Spacey's really good in Superman Returns.
he's
He's really good.
fantastic.
I'm just putting it out
Well,
there.
that's the thing that sucks is he's
Get
an
him on the pod.
amazing actor. It's just he's
He's
a
also
terrible
someone
monster.
that was cast to play his type of snark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's
that's
the
true.
same that he does in American Beauty and The Ref and Seven. It's the same cadence and the same kind of performance, and that's why you have him.
Yeah.
Get him on the
But anyway,
pod.
yeah. Oh my
Get him
god.
on a retrospective. I think it would be great.
I think
But
he
anyway.
would accept any invite, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he's
So I
on
think
Bill
he's being
Maher's
very
pod. He
picky
can come
right
on this
now.
one. You know what I mean? He's
Okay, I think
seems to have a lot of time on his
hand.
hand.
Anyway,
enough. That's
so how are we
conversation
going to
about
narrow
that.
all these down?
Okay.
I'm 100%
Wait a
on
minute.
Team Daniel Craig.
Yeah,
I
he's
have-
my number one.
I have one more, and I need
All
to
right.
mention this. This is a must to mention
All right.
because if we're talking about iconic performances from 2006, there's no way I cannot mention this before we do the deliberations. Nicolas Cage in The Wicker Man. There's no way we cannot not do it.
The bees.
The bees. Him just like
No, like
kicking
No,
ladies and people left and right.
bees-
So
is actually in the director's cut though. Everybody forgets that.
Yeah.
That's not in the
Yeah.
theatrical version of the movie.
my eyes. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had to mention it because it's
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 something.
it's a damn good performance.
It's something.
Well,
But I would.
I
It's
don't know if I
damn
can say
good.
that. It is a performance.
You know what? None of these people are making those choices. I'll tell you that. But I would agree, Daniel Craig,
Yeah, he's my number one that I would want in this lineup.
pretty great. It's pretty great. Who
Yeah, I
else?
think mine would be Craig and Damon.
Craig and Damon. Eric. Craig and who?
I'm going Craig and Colin Farrell.
I'm gonna go Craig and Colin Farrell.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, brother. Let's do it.
Oh, so now Eric is finding it what he wants when he agrees with you. Okay,
Listen,
now I see.
Listen. Anytime anyone wants to just throw out the masterpiece that is Miami Vice, we can just
All
have
right.
that conversation.
All right, I see it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, just the way he looks too in that movie, Josh, is in that Bad Boy era. And you know what? Not many other performers that we're going to nominate can even they all can remember their performances. Colin Farrell can't remember the performance of Miami Vice, and I think that that's something to think of as an achievement because he was on so many drugs. Josh, who's your two? Craig and who?
For me, it would have been Craig and Bale. That
Ooh.
would have been the other one for me.
If we could have just kicked out a third, I would have put Christian Bale in there in a heartbeat. But
It's
it's Colin Farrell from Miami Vice.
Wow. It's like it's my birthday every
Becomes-
15 minutes.
It's actually, this is your going away party. You're going to the undying lands. You've seen the horizon, and you're right there
Oh
on that
my
boat with
God.
Anne Hathaway, and we're shipping you
I'm-
away, girl.
I'm crossing the Rainbow Bridge. Yay.
So it's Daniel Craig for Casino Royale and Colin Farrell for Miami Vice. Ryan Gosling, Half Nelson, Leonardo DiCaprio, Blood Diamond, and Forrest Whitaker, The Last King of Scotland. Okay, Eric.
Wow, Brandon Struzik's gonna be so happy. Again, like a lot of other categories, through all the hemming and hawing, it's Ryan Gosling for Half Nelson for me.
All right, Karen.
Part of me just wants to be a dick and pick Leonardo DiCaprio here.
Do it, Karen.
But no, in this lineup, my pick is actually Ryan Gosling as well.
Why would be picking Leo be bad?
It would be hilarious.
Oh,
It
just
would be hilarious.
just mean to Matt Damon.
No, just the potential of him to have
I'll have
two
two.
wins.
Wow,
Yeah.
that would be
Two
wild.
wins.
Honestly, I kind of love that.
Mm-hmm.
It can happen now. It can happen now. Josh?
I mean, it's the theme of the episode for Erik to win because it is also for me very easily Ryan Gosling as the winner of this category.
Man, Josh, I thought you were going to go my way on this one. I was going to go Daniel Craig.
I love
I
Daniel
thought so
Craig.
too.
I
So
do.
much.
I
He'd be
love
my
Daniel
number
Craig.
two.
Yeah, he probably is. I do love him, but I think
Love Gosling.
Gosling is also just like in that sweet spot of, grounded performance, character drama that I really do love. And it's, you know, he is literally the reason why the category wasn't completely destroyed is because that performance is so good.
Yeah.
Yep. It was
Yep.
one of my favorite just kind of like breakthrough nominations in this category.
Mhm.
Oh,
Go
Yeah.
back to making these movies, Ryan Gosling. You can do it. I know it. I believe in you, buddy. Work with Celine Song. Work with
When the
Work
kids
with-
are in college, that's when
Yeah.
we can look forward to it again.
some small filmmakers. You're the man. I love him. I love Ryan Gosling, and I love this win. It's a great win. Of those five, he is my winner. But he put 007 in the mix. That's really.
I know it, which just goes to show you how much I love that performance, and I'm
Yeah. Then you're like,
bypassing Daniel Craig in one of the greatest Bond movies ever made to vote for Ryan Gosling.
Josh, when Daniel Craig came out of the water, what'd you feel?
Oh, I was awoken. Yeah,
Yeah. Release the Kraken. All right.
yeah.
Josh, best actress.
Best actress, yes. So we have Helen Mirren for The Queen, who was the winner. Penelope Cruz for Voltaire, Judi Dench for Notes on a Scandal, Meryl Streep for The Devil Wears Prada, and Kate Winslet for Little Children.
It's a pretty great lineup.
Yeah, I would say
I gotta
we're not kicking
say
anybody out.
I kind of would go 5 for 5.
I wouldn't kick anybody out.
Erik, do you have thoughts?
I do.
Oh no! Who are
I
you kicking
do.
out? Mirren?
I would kick out Mirren.
Wow,
Yeah.
someone who like absolutely dominated the year and won every
It
award.
is really one of the stranger. I mean, obviously Whitaker is too, but both of them absolutely just
I won everything.
taking a thresher to everyone. I mean, Helen Mirren won the African American Film Critics. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's well, and again, this was a rewatch, and
It's a good movie. It's nice.
it's not that it's not a bad movie. I still actually really dislike the Splat score. It is really just inconsistent with what's happening. I don't know how much more Mirren could do with the Queen. There really isn't. The guardrails are so narrow for her, just for the character. She wasn't going to be throwing plates around and tearing wallpaper off the wall.
Would have loved
That
to
was
see it.
never. That was just never going to be in the cards for this. So I don't want to discount that it's an understated performance, because it is, and it's a beautiful one. But I just have a couple other that I liked more, and then everyone else here is flawless.
Yeah, I mean,
But I'd also be fine if we're doing nobody. I'd be okay with it.
That's my personal pick. And it's not that there's nobody else to include. I do think that there's easily a few to include. What I would say in support of Helen Mirren, who also, spoiler, is not getting my vote to win, but I do think she deserves to be there because prior to this time period, the royal family, we only really knew them on, in interviews or in the tabloids. And this, I mean, it's easy to look back now and see, oh, we've got the crown, we've got all these other things that have kind of put us in this, centering them in the story. But The Queen was really one of the first films that did that, at least that became popular in the United States. And so what Mirren is doing, it's not just a really exceptional impression of the Queen. because she has her voice down, she has, so many things, but she really does kind of open up a door and let us see into the mindset of the queen at this time, and not just in a way of like, we're going to humanize her, because I think that it does do that, but it also does really do an effective job also of pointing out some of the ways where she just is so so distanced from her people and does not understand the way the world has changed. And I really think that her performance there is she really does give you that that sort of disconnect and misunderstanding in a way that makes sense and doesn't just feel like she's, I don't know. I feel like I walked away from that movie having a better perspective of what that isolation of the monarch would do to her mindset. And I give Mirren a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, and we didn't even talk about Michael Sheen in supporting actor or actor.
That's true.
Yeah,
he's very, very good, and he is his Tony Blair is the thing that cracks the code for Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah,
and is the thing that brings her to the public, both physically and in her speech. So that is a great behind the scenes thing, which, like you said, Karen, that was just never really available to us at all. So the monarchy always existed with such a degree of mystery and fascination, and because of Diana dying, that completely, well, I mean, everything that happened with Diana before that busted the door open onto what our knowledge of the royal family was going to be. I do also love, though, that Spencer implies that the royals had a hand in Diana's killing.
Yeah.
Because then I watched the Queen differently.
Okay. Well, are we keeping it 5 for 5 then?
I think so.
I personally would, because even though I think Mirren is fifth in the category, I still really like the performance. I think she's still very good in the movie, and quite frankly, I think this is one of the best actress lineups we've had.
Yeah,
I can't do it. I'm sorry. Kirsten Dunst is sitting right there for Maria Antoinette. We're just going to let that performance sit there?
And so is Laura Dern for Inland Empire.
Sure.
Hey.
Well, and also
I'll bring it up. We're going to let us support
about most of Sofia Coppola's filmography.
I know, but I think I have Karen and Erik's support probably with that performance.
I would say this: if there is support to kick, I would assume Mirren out, then I'm not going to fight it, but I'm not advocating for her to be kicked out either.
I'll throw out the conversation. I'll do it.
I'm not picking Dunst over Mirren.
Okay.
Yeah. See,
I'll have the conversation. Let me throw out my other pitch. There's a supporting performance in this category.
There is, but we already passed the supporting performances.
And I would say I would kick Meryl Streep out.
Should have brought that up when we talked about supporting actress then.
No, I know. The right supporting actress got nominated for that film. And if we were going to talk about a lead for The Devil Wears Prada, it would be Anne Hathaway for me.
100%.
I think there should have been 2 supporting actresses nominated for The Devil Wears Prada is the problem, because to me, Streep is exceptional as well.
She's wonderful.
If they were both nominated, I don't know who I would choose. I don't know. I really don't. But the fact is the fact is we didn't discuss this during the supporting actress, and I am unwilling to let Streep go unnominated for this. So
yeah.
All right. I will say yes to kicking out Helen Mirren if it means we can get Amanda Bynes for She's the Man.
Okay, we're not going that far.
I do love that movie.
No.
Come on. That seems
don't
like
be greedy, Erik. Don't be
you've had a fucking enough today. You've had enough. You
Flying a
need
little
to,
too
you need
close to the
to,
sun now.
it's a little,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
know we know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
No. I think
Yeah.
it
I think
seems.
the five's. I mean, I do love this
I,
5. I mean,
I do too.
I
I'm not gonna push back at all on that.
no.
Yeah.
I think
I was just
everything
throwing
I've
out
wanted
suggestions
so far.
because I do love that performance from Dunstan. I think it's a
Oh,
iconic
it's
performance.
perfect.
It's so good. And yeah, I would kick out I mean, I would have put Miro in the right category, and I probably would have kicked out Mirren, but you know,
Should have brought it up when we talked
I
about
should have
supporting
brought it up,
actress.
and that's okay. It happens.
I brought up Forrest
But
Whitaker when we did supporting
I know.
actor.
But I mean, to me, if that happened, I wouldn't put Anne Hathaway here
No, I wouldn't either. No.
with
No.
others that
And I
I
consider
would
her.
want
I mean, I consider
instead.
her. Yeah. But anyway, okay, we're keeping
Yeah.
the 5. 5 is the
Wow.
5.
There we go.
Yeah.
Josh, say the winner. I mean,
It's a gold star day. I'm going with Judi Dench.
yeah.
I mean, that is a delicious performance. Yeah, to me, it's perfect. It's perfect. Absolutely. It's campy, but it also has enough seriousness in it that you can buy it and it's not completely just ridiculous. It's a perfect balance. One of her best performances, 100%. Giving it to the dame, the other dame in the category.
Mm-hmm. Karen,
Oh, absolutely. 1000%. This is Dench's win. Oh my gosh, she's so great. And yeah, I mean, there is a campiness to it, but she is very dead serious about everything that she says. And she wholeheartedly believes in what she's saying. Just even in the very, very beginning, like I mentioned this before, but in the very beginning in her narration, and she's describing the school that she works at, and she's so dismissive of these children that she teaches just because of the school that she's at, and like these kids aren't in prep school, so like it used to be that they would grow up to be, what was it, housewives and mechanics, and now they're gonna be on crack. And
That was
yeah.
my other quote I was going to
Oh
pull
my
out because
gosh.
it's so funny.
Do you have it in front of you? Because it's so good.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh, where'd it go? Oh my God. I just had it. That's the other one. Oh my God.
so many quotes. He's
There
got like
is.
6
It is.
pages. He's got the whole screenplay right there. He's just
It's
like
a
reading
lot.
off left and right.
Yeah, but even just like way that she
Yeah.
talks about like Jennifer and you know from the past, and this scene with the cat too, when she comes to find Sheba because she needs comfort because it's her cat, and it's like you do feel for her even though she's being completely ridiculous and unrealistic in this moment, but you also feel for her and you understand that she has built up this relationship much differently in her mind than the reality of it. And oh, it's so good. So good.
Yeah, that section of that is in the old days we confiscated cigarettes and wank mags. Now it's knives and crack cocaine, and they call it progress. Incredible. My favorite though with her is when Sheba is, you put me in prison for 2 years, it'll fly by. I'll visit you every week.
Oh, fly by.
Oh my God. She perfected the delusion so well. It's just extraordinary.
Yeah.
There's really nothing like it in her entire career. I think it is her career best performance. It's yeah, and obviously, You're Not Young is what we throw out all the time, but oh my God, oh, she's flawless.
Mm-hmm.
Erik, you're not young. I say this to help you.
I hear that every day.
She is my winner as well. It is a clean sweep. When Erik and I were
Yay.
talking about earlier this week, he was like, Notes on a Scandal is going to have a big day. And I'm like, well, it's definitely going to have it in one category that we
Yeah.
agree on. And it's had it in every other category pretty much. But I think that this rights the wrong of that supporting actress win for her. And she should have won before this. This is like, if she doesn't have that supporting actress win, I think she does win for this. I think it's a little bit closer between her and Mirren, and I think this is the best work of her career. And I just this when I think of Judi Dench, I think of this movie. I think of just this batshit insane performance, and it's so good, and it's so camp, and it's so wonderful, and we don't get movies like this anymore, and it really drives me nuts because it's so tailor-made to two actresses that know specifically the tone of what they're trying to do in this film, and they execute it to perfection. And I mean, I love Meryl in Devil Wears Prada. I love Penelope Cruz in Voltaire. I think Little Children for Kate Winslet, that's her best nomination she's ever had, period. And I think Mirren is a very good winner. I think, and like, I like the performance. She would be 5 because of the greatness of the other ones, but still a great winner. But this would be an S tier to the highest degree if she would have won this. And I'm glad that she did. Karen, best director.
Best director. We have Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu for Babel. We have Martin Scorsese, our winner, for The Departed. Clint Eastwood for Letters from Iwo Jima. Stephen Frears for The Queen. And Paul Greengrass for United 93.
Frears and Iñárritu out?
Easy.
Erik? Yeah. Karen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. So
easily.
Marty, Clint, Greengrass stay.
Yeah.
For the other two, who are we putting in?
I have 3 on my list.
Okay.
I have Richard Ayer for Notes on the Scandal, Guillermo del Toro for Pan's Labyrinth, and Alfonso Cuarón for Children of Men.
Flawless.
I do have Del Toro. I also have Almodovar for Voltaire.
Yeah.
I have Nolan for The Prestige. I have Martin Campbell for Casino Royale. I have, though, with a bullet, my number 1, Sofia Coppola for Maria Antoinette. And I do have Pan's Labyrinth as well from Del Toro. I have Cuarón for Children of Men. I have Spike Lee for Inside Man. I have Michael Mann for Miami Vice.
Mm-hmm. I have all that.
I have all that and more. Erik? I'm Nancy.
I mean, I have a very long list for director that also includes Ryan Fleck for Half Nelson, Tarsem Singh for The Fall, David Lynch. I also kind of revisited Black Book and Paul Verhoeven.
Black Book's next year.
Is it next year?
I looked
That's
this
right,
up.
because that's the international release.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an 07. Don't
Never
worry.
mind then. But yeah, Coppola.
That would have
is
totally
my
been on my
number one
list.
here.
That would have totally been on my list because that movie's incredible.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Coppola's my number 1. Then in order, probably Cuarón,
Todd Field,
Air. Yeah, Todd Field. This is a rich category, honestly.
Yeah. This is tough.
Another one. A lot of good options.
A lot of good options. Okay. Where do we have multiple votes?
Well, my number 1 was Del Toro. Your
number 1's Del Toro. Karen, who's your number 1?
My number 1 was Air.
Okay.
And number 2 is Del Toro.
Erik, your number 1.
My number 1 is Coppola. My number 2, I kind of want to say Air for completely understanding exactly how to manage that. But Cuarón is my number 2.
David Frankel for Devil Wears Prada. Just gonna put that out there.
I don't think so.
I mean, he was able to manage all that, just like you just said. Notes on a Scandal.
A good manager, I don't think, is like worty of a nomination here.
I'm kidding, Josh.
A good manager.
Like
he works at the Gap. I love
it. He's gonna give me next Tuesday off.
Just clocking in. Here's my shift. Yeah.
Oh my God. Um, Fuck it. I'm gonna be true to myself. I'm gonna Sophia Coppola would be my one, and Michael Mann for Miami Vice would be two.
He's my
That's
number three.
that's my choice. That's my truth. I've been nothing but truthful today, and that's what I'm gonna keep it at. Karen, Josh, did you say your two?
I think my number two
Michael Mann?
was no. I think
Oh, okay.
it was Almodovar
Okay. Almodovar. Okay. Almodovar and Del Toro.
and Del Toro. Yeah.
Okay. Well, based on that, sounds like we have across the board consensus on Michael Mann, and we can move on. And and then we just got one spot left open. And
Oh
no,
my God.
could you imagine if I just did that? That would be rude. Okay.
There is no consensus here.
Well, I
We don't
think
even have-
you and I have Coppola.
We both have Coppola at number one,
Two.
and then Karen and Josh both have Del Toro at number one. Correct?
Yeah.
Well, no. Oh,
No,
did you-
I thought Air was number one for
Richard
Karen.
Air was number one.
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then Del Toro at number
Then
two.
Del
Yeah,
Toro.
that is
So
what I
she-
said.
Yeah.
So Karen had Air and Del Toro, and then Josh had
And Josh, you're Del Toro
was-
and
Toro.
Almodovar.
Yeah.
an Almodovar.
Okay.
And then
And then I
Eric
have Coppola at number 3.
Coppola at number 3. Okay.
So that says Coppola and Del Toro, right?
I think
I
you're
think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's I don't. Yeah.
That's Eric. I mean, you want to give me a second on Michael Mann? I've given you a lot today. I mean, help out here. For you,
I would
Mojito.
just say I relented on not prolonging the supporting actress debate. I would like to see some alliance here and maybe get Del Toro in. So
Yes.
like
I have to make a choice. And yeah.
Okay. There's
Okay.
still Eric.
I can't do it.
Still another category. You know, maybe we
We'll
talk
talk about it when
we'll
we get
see.
there.
We'll talk about
We'll
it. there.
see.
All
We'll
right.
see.
Guillermo
one
del-
backroom deal at a time.
Well, no, Kane Parsons. Okay. Anyway, Martin Scorsese, Clint Eastwood, Paul Greengrass, Guillermo del Toro, and Sophia Coppola. That's our 5. That looks better already.
I'm not mad at that at all.
How can you get mad at that? Karen, who are you giving the win to?
Man.
It's tough.
Um. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna just. I think I'm gonna stick with Marty.
All right. Marty's got 1 vote.
Mm.
Josh.
I was going to vote for Guillermo del Toro. I said it. I think that this is his best movie, and everything that works about him as a storyteller and his sensibilities is just perfectly executed here, and that would be my vote.
Erik.
Without question or peer, even in this new lineup, Paul Greengrass was always my number
Whoa.
one.
Mm.
Always my number one. This is my number one movie of the year.
Wow. So you agreed with BAFTA.
100%.
Right. Karen and I are going to stick together today. I'm going to keep it with
Wow.
Scorsese.
Fascinating.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. It's Marty.
Huh.
I'm not going to take something away from Martin
I mean-
Scorsese. We've taken a lot away today from people. I'm not
Yeah.
taking it away from Martin Scorsese. And I don't give a shit what Erik says. When those men who were his friends were up on that stage and he walked up there and everybody stood up in that damn theater
Okay.
and he went, checked the card, and I cried. I cried in 2006. I cried watching the clip today. It's beautiful. I love it.
I do have to admit that while I would normally detest the notion of having people who are familiar with the with one of the nominees because it tips your hand, and I hate it. Seeing all three of them up there,
It's
still,
just
I still like
great.
it. When
your
Spielberg goes in the
buddies.
center and he says, spread
Spread
out,
out.
like it's the Three Stooges. I'm sorry, I'm an easy mark for it. It totally tips the hand, and normally I would hate it, but sometimes you make the bet and it pays off. And I have to admit, like,
And the best
although it
part-
would have been very funny if they opened it up and said, like, and it goes to Stephen Frears, like, to
I mean,
the three of them up
yeah.
there.
I've never wanted anyone to lose more than there, ever.
I mean, and also you get the added bonus of both Coppola and Spielberg making fun of George Lucas up there as well, because that's clearly like the number 4
Yes.
up there. You know, like
Yeah.
so it's like, it's they're buddies. It's great, and Erik hates fun. So
Like, I agree with you in spirit, Erik. I do, but sometimes it just happens to work in the moment.
Sometimes
and I have to
they
admit it does.
angle for the moment and it works out. It's like when Samuel L. Jackson got to give Spike Lee his Oscar.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it does just work out that way. And yeah, I thought that one was a fun one too.
Did you not like that one either?
Egregious.
All right, Mark.
I don't feel like it was egregious.
Right.
Oh my god.
Best Picture. The winner was The Departed. The other films were Babel, Letters from Iwo Jima, Little Miss Sunshine, and The Queen. I feel like I know what's about to get kicked out of here.
Well, it's
but
absolutely Babel and the Queen. That
Babel
and
is
the
for
Queen.
sure.
Hey, Queen.
So
Bye.
I think
No
The
sachet
Departed.
away to that Queen.
I assume The Departed is staying. Yes.
Yes.
And so, are we
Oh,
kicking
this is
out
gonna
Letters from
hurt.
Iwo Jima or Little Miss
I
Sunshine?
am not kicking out Letters from Iwo Jima because I think that's a great movie.
It is good.
It's the
Even
better of the
Paul
two films that he
Haggis-
had that year.
Wait, Paul
Yeah,
Haggis
I-
wrote Flags, right? Not that one.
Yeah.
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 He has a story
helped
credit
develop
on
the
Letters.
story. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they developed the story while they were working on Flags of Our Fathers. But yeah, he
Yeah.
did not write the script.
Yeah.
Honestly, gotta say, really interesting idea from Clint.
Yeah.
It's really
Absolutely.
Honestly,
Super
it's like
fascinating.
kind of shocking for a filmmaker who is, has a reputation of being
Clint
not
Eastwood?
lazy, but like very efficient, that he would actually take the effort to be like, let's make something in a language that isn't English. It's almost like I didn't think you were capable of
But-
even putting in that extra effort.
But giving the
Efficient
story
is
the
such
proper.
a kind word.
I was being diplomatic about it.
Yeah,
But I love Letters. I think I think Letters is like the last great movie that Clint Eastwood has made. I think it's incredible.
You think that's the last great Clint Eastwood movie?
The last like great movie. He's
Okay.
made good movies since then, but this is the last one for me that I would put on the level of like one of his best.
Josh, where do you stand on The Mule? Okay, cool. Good to know. All
Just an atrocious movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it was the third three-way that he had in that movie, was that
I
where
know.
you threw the line?
It's
Hey, Dykes. Oh my god.
movie is
That
oh,
is
God.
It's
That
a
movie
mess.
is like so bad that I was embarrassed for him that he made it and put it out into the
I'm more
world.
embarrassed for
Yeah.
like Bradley Cooper giving himself like 2 days on screen enough for work in
Sure.
that movie.
No, that was a choice that he made.
Yeah, he really did. Well, he kind of
So
owed him
like
from
a
after.
favor. Yeah.
Eastwood was more like, someone please take the car keys away from Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Diane Weist is in that movie too? Anyway, there's a lot of
Yeah. Oh,
that's another podcast we'll all four be on one day.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, I would kick out Little Miss Sunshine if I
I'm fine with it. Like, it's a good movie. I don't hate it, but
Just
I don't
had
have
its
passion
anniversary
for it
screenings,
to be
yeah.
here. Yeah.
I quite enjoy Little Miss Sunshine. However, Erik used a word that I think is a very apt description, which is it is slight.
Yeah.
And it didn't need to be. Like, it could have gone a little deeper. That it does explore, well, it introduces, it touches on some really deep ideas that it doesn't really do much with.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. I think it's a cute movie. It's a lot of fun to watch. And yeah.
It's a Sundance movie of the time for
Yeah.
me.
Oh, very Sundance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where there a lot of movies were like that out of there. And it's one of the
Also,
better of the
yeah.
bunch, but it's definitely one where I'm like, this could have, you're right, Karen and Erik. It could have been explored more.
Yeah.
Josh.
Also,
Well, I think-
rewatching it, I completely forgot that score was in so many commercials.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It like really took me back to the era of like when that piece of music was in every single like car commercial that you could think of. It was
For
so
real.
pervasive.
Okay.
This is though a great example of, you know, the 5 nominee year where we have 5 things that could not possibly be any different and represent so many different styles. So it's one of those things where I love seeing this 5. I absolutely love it. And part of me doesn't even want to touch it because it's such a cool representation. I mean, it's not going to happen, but you know,
Make that clear.
I mean, my outs would be Babel and the Queen, because I think Little Miss Sunshine has a fun place here.
Okay. But I can
even light.
I can find something place. I can find something more light to put in there that would be a good representation rather than Little Miss Sunshine. That's just my opinion. So
I don't think Little Miss Sunshine does anything as like eye rolling as the 14 buck deer in the Queen, but
you didn't cry? She saw a deer that gave her a soul.
It's fucking stupid.
I'm ready now for the press conference. I found the buck.
Oh my god. Well, it's dead now. Here's it's dead.
and then she's like looking over it. It's just like,
and she's like, oh my god, it's
Diana.
Oh no.
I know something about this seems so metaphorical, doesn't it?
Oh,
it's a bit on the nose.
How did that happen?
Bit much, don't you think, Mr. Blair? You know what I mean?
Come on.
All right.
That's why
so I think we've gotten rid of.
I think we're keeping. I think we're getting rid of those. I think we're getting rid of Little Miss Sunshine.
That's fine.
I think we have enough options on the table that we can make.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We can get rid of 3 in Best Picture.
Yeah, for Best Picture we can do.
And can we get rid of all 3?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to keep Letters and The Departed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to. I was like, I thought we were deciding between Little Miss Sunshine and the Queen.
So remind us of the rules at the top.
I forgot that we could do 3.
You know what, Josh? It's okay. I do Director Watch every week. Jay doesn't listen to me. No one's going to listen to me on this show. It's just
usually you remind us that.
I know I did.
You can move up to 3.
I did. I said early on. I said if you haven't listened to this show, you know.
Oh yeah, at the beginning. But that was also 2 hours ago.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah. almost 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
You guys act like you guys are first-time players of this game too. Gosh.
No, it's because we spent 45 minutes on supporting actor, and people are going to be listening, going, "What is wrong with these people?"
No, they're going to be like, "Cool, this is my Monday listen." Anyway. All right, what are we throwing in?
Okay, I have a hard 3.
Whoa!
I'll just say them.
Whoa, hey-o.
What? Yeah.
Let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
Let me.
Nope, we're keeping it in. Nope.
Rephrase that. That was.
And one of those gentlemen's names.
Yeah. Well, all right. That's a much better version.
Say them by alphabetical order, please.
Of that.
Yeah.
Okay. My 3 are Notes on a Scandal, United 93, and Marie Antoinette.
Okay. Cool. I'm glad you got that out of your system.
I had to get it out.
Okay, good. Heyo.
Oh, I do have United 93. That's one. I also have Pan's Labyrinth and Casino Royale.
Okay. Karen?
I had United 93, Notes on a Scandal, and Pan's Labyrinth.
Wow. Okay. I have The Devil Wears Prada. I do. And I have Maria Antoinette, and I thought Erik would go with me on this. I have Miami Vice, or I have Children of Men, or I have Pan's Labyrinth, or I have The Prestige. I have a lot of films that I would consider more than the 5 that were in this Best Picture lineup. I loved Erik Little's soliloquy, but if I had the chance, I would put The Bomb in this picture lineup because there are like 15, 20 films that I would consider before the 5 that were represented here. Yeah.
That would be hilarious to give Scorsese the win and then bomb Best Picture.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
You voted for Scorsese, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Well, I said I voted for I can't take anything away from Martin Scorsese. Doesn't mean that I don't think that I don't think there are 15 films better than The Departed, because there are.
But I can't give Notes on a Scandal 3 wins and then say it shouldn't be in Best Picture.
Well, I mean,
I understand that from
the Oscars do that shit all the time.
Yeah, but I can't do that.
Well, yeah. Well, that's you. You know.
No,
of these that have been announced.
No, I feel like if you're voting for something to be one of the best directed movie of the year, I think it should.
I mean, it's in.
Also qualify
I'm not getting
as
rid
one
of
the best films of the year.
I mean,
I know, but just the very suggestion that you would bomb this category that has your best director winner, it's just weird to me.
It wasn't my personal best director winner, Josh. I would have given it again 15 other people to win.
Honestly, suggesting a bomb in the year of United 93, pretty poor taste, Ryan. Just saying. Wow.
You know what?
Didn't know you were so pro 9/11.
Where has my country gone? Anyway, we used to be a proper country.
Oh my gosh.
I think that based off of what it was said and the game, that Notes on a Scandal.
I'm the only one that mentioned Notes on a Scandal.
No, Karen mentioned it.
Karen did.
Once again, not listening. Thank you very much.
Said United 93, Notes on a Scandal, and Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think that would be the 3.
Then that's the 3.
Isn't that the 3? Based on what people have voted, I think that's the 3.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going to vote for Casino Royale and Devil Wears Prada and
trying to think what you can say to screw us.
Yeah.
No, and I'll do Pan's Labyrinth.
So it's United 93 and Pan's Labyrinth are 2 of the picks.
Oh, Maria Antoinette. Actually, take out Pan's Labyrinth. I'll put in Maria Antoinette.
Well, now that screws that up a bit.
Yeah, I want Maria Antoinette in there.
Because I had that in there too.
Yeah.
So wait. Is it United's the only one that's locked in? Because that had 3.
Yeah, you can't board that right
now.
Notes, Marie, and Pan's Labyrinth all had 2.
Mm-hmm.
But in what place? Did we all reveal in order?
Do we all reveal in order?
No.
I'm very flexible.
We just named 3 movies.
I'm very flexible.
Yeah.
I could be bought on votes. Like
me too.
I've got like 15 films, like I said, that are better than the 5 that are in the best picture.
Okay, so are we ranking now our?
I would say so. Probably to help us out here.
Okay, so for me, like after United 93, which is in, I would go 1 Pan's Labyrinth, 2 Casino Royale.
I am after United 93, Notes on a Scandal, Marie Antoinette.
Karen?
Notes on a Scandal, and then Pan's Labyrinth.
I kind of feel like, just for the sake of this, we'll just do it. United 93, Notes on a Scandal, and Pan's Labyrinth. That'll be just.
Also, the thing that I said at the very top of this thing. Okay.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out, like, is any of the films that I want are going to get in there, and they're not.
No.
So it just nobody likes The Devil Wears Prada enough. You know what I mean? Nobody likes Maria Antoinette. You know what I mean? So
that's right. I didn't pick them, so I hate them.
Correct.
Yes, that's how
the internet works, Karen. Exactly. That's how it works.
Karen,
how many times I've given a movie 3.5 on Letterboxd, and they're like, "That man despises humanity."
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Just you going through all of that for us to just end up in the exact same
I was trying to find a way in.
No, you're trying to be bullshit. That's what you were trying to do.
This podcast is done.
Yes, exactly. You know what?
He's just staying true to who he is.
Exactly. And I've been nothing but truthful today. Thank you very much. Karen, United 93, Notes on a Scandal, Pan's Labyrinth, The Departed, Letters from Iwo Jima. What's your best picture winner?
So I think based on the way that I voted on stuff today, maybe this would seem kind of out of left field, but I'm actually... No. I'm going to go with Notes on a Scandal. I almost didn't, but...
What did you almost go with?
I almost went with Pan's Labyrinth, but I was like, then why did I pick that as my number?
You don't have to justify any logic to us, Karen.
Well, I'm
you don't have
justifying it to myself.
all different categories. You can vote however you want.
Yeah,
No.
You
exactly.
know,
You
No,
can
I know,
vote
but
for
when we were
your
just now doing our like, where would we rank the?
you can vote for your 16th favorite director
I
of the
know.
year in Best Director and get a
I'm gonna
raise.
vote for Notes on a Scandal. It's so good.
I am so tempted to,
Don't do it.
but United 93 all the way for me. That
mm,
movie just exists in a place that nothing else really
Yeah.
does. And to be just within 5 years, the utilization of all the real people, I have yeah, that was
Yeah.
I cried very, very, very hard at that. I was
yeah.
in absolute just awe.
That's a film that is incredibly well made, and I've only been able to watch it once because of it. I've
In
never been
in
able
the
to watch it
theater or at
again.
home?
I saw it in the theater.
Yeah, me too. Oh,
But yeah, I've never been able, like, I just can't bring myself to watch it
I
again.
watched it at home. It was a Blockbuster rental. And I couldn't imagine watching it in a theater just because it was so tense just watching it there at the house. Yeah, it's a crazy
There
film.
was some catharsis in watching it with an audience.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And it
Yeah.
didn't feel too soon. It didn't feel
No,
it.
because it's very like respectful of the
Yeah.
moment is the
Well,
thing.
and then
Yeah.
like because World Trade Center had come out like earlier in the year and that felt
Well, later.
well
It
like
came out after United
yeah.
93.
Well, I saw it later. I'm sorry. Saw it both on. I saw them both at home, and I felt like that one was just
Well, that was very
manipulative. Yeah,
exploitative. It was
yeah,
very
Mhm.
exploitative. And what
yeah.
United
Well, it's like
93 did was
yeah.
sort of give
Strip it all
the
back.
the United States population not answers, because what happened is still very
Dang.
unresolved, but it gave a heroism and a closure to something that was really, really, really needed. And it's not that it's trying to be a super fictionalized version. It is a hopeful in the sense that maybe this is how and exactly what happened, because there was enough information to say that this is how it happened.
Yeah.
And it's also, these are average real people that are, on this plane calling their loved ones to say goodbye. And there is that sense of like, this could have been me. And what would I have done if it was?
Mm-hmm.
Made $78
Yeah.
million. Wow. People saw this.
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it seems appropriate to just continue the divisions of this year because
Wow.
my vote is Pan's Labyrinth. Uh, just copy and paste what I've been saying about the movie and what I said in director. I just think it's his best film, and I absolutely adore it.
I love that.
This is tough. This is tough. Well, it's not Letters from Iwo Jima. I'm not doing that. And we gave Marty director, so don't have to do The Departed. Split that up. Just nice. Man, it's really tough. I love Pan's Labyrinth. I love United 93 and Notes on a Scandal. Freaking rocks. Ooh. I think I'm going to go United 93. Because I don't think, because Greengrass has never made a movie since then that I would deem worthy of this. I think he kind of was chasing a lot of this style since. And though I love Del Toro, I think that that's his best work. Notes on a Scandal, we've rewarded that a lot today. It's reward getting in this category. But there is something about, I'm like you, Karen. I've only ever seen it once. And yet I remember a lot about it. A lot about it because it just sticks with you. And yeah, Greengrass. He hasn't really ever been able to do it since, but he got it right within the time. So I give it just a little slight edge over Pan's Labyrinth in terms of the importance of it. And going to give it the win. United 93 is our winner.
Gosh.
Mm.
I always think about Cheyenne Jackson as Mark Bingham in that. That was a lot.
Yeah, that movie was my ensemble winner, like my personal pick for like best
Yeah.
cast ensemble.
It is crazy that he got into director and the film didn't get into picture. So I always love films
I
that
love
do
the
that.
directing branch so much.
I love when
Yeah.
they do stuff like that, when they're able to just do that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, a director
Well, and
and
if
an
they
editing
could-
nomination, and that's it.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where if we could see what the 6 through 10 nominees would have been, I'm sure it was really close
I think
to the
so.
best picture.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Our adapted screenplay winner was Notes on a Scandal. Our original screenplay winner was Brick. Our supporting actress winner was Cate Blanchett for Notes on a Scandal. Our supporting actor was Leonardo DiCaprio for The Departed. Our best actor winner was Ryan Gosling for Half Nelson. Our best actress winner was Judi Dench for Notes on a Scandal. Our best director was Martin Scorsese for The Departed, and our best picture winner was United 93.
That's insane. And
That's
I love
pretty
it.
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
It goes in the book. That's
So Scorsese, the only repeated Oscar winner from this group.
yeah.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Yeah, we replaced every single other winner.
We replaced every actor winner.
You're right.
We replaced every
Screenplays,
screenplay
picture. Yeah.
and picture.
That's crazy.
Marty was the only one. I think we gave Marty best picture and director when it came to Goodfellas. So
Yes.
this is his second win that we have given
So
him.
he pulled a Spielberg. He's got a picture and director from us, and then the next time just director.
He's just got the split. So
Yeah.
Josh, can you tell everybody where they can find you and all your work on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Letterboxd at JR Parham, and you can find all my work at Next Best Picture and AwardsWatch.
Karen Peterson.
You can find my written work at awardswatch.com, and you can find me on Instagram, Letterboxd, and Blue Sky at Karen M. Peterson.
Eric Anderson.
Yes, you can find me at awardswatch.com. Most socials now are AwardsWatch Erik. If not, just AwardsWatch. Lots of fun Emmy stuff coming. We have a lot of film festival announcements that have happened and did a podcast on that last week. Worth a listen. Sign up for the newsletter when you're on the site.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Blue Sky, Ryan McQuade 77. If you like podcasts, we have the Director Watch podcast that is in our Jane Campion movie series right now. And Angel at My Table is the episode that will be releasing this Thursday. iTunes, Spotify, 5-star reviews. We greatly appreciate it. While we're on the website, sign up for the newsletter is the best place to get all of our news, reviews, interviews, festival announcements, everything all in one place. Next week, we will be back. We will be talking about the latest Spider-Man Brand New Day. We'll also be talking about our favorite films of the year so far. Thank you all so much for listening, and we will see you all next time.